Dr. Omoyele. It's been in the news. Nyesom Wike versus Omoyele Sowore. Tonight, I'll be bringing you different analysis, in-depth analysis as regards Sowore versus Nyesom Wike, how it began and how it's going. I will be bringing it your way. And if you care for an in-depth analysis, the international dynamics that shapes the international dynamics that shaped the petition that Omoyele Sowore has written against Nyesom Wike. You will be getting everything on this episode of Politics with your sure plug. A lot is going to happen tonight because I have a packed show for you and I will be bringing a lot of things your way. If you are watching me, do well to say I in the comment section. A lot of things are happening. Just give me your time and I will give you in-depth analysis as regards politics and happenings in the polity. The US is now involved. The US has taken jurisdiction. J. Tom is saying, God bless you. Great to have you. Morod Idaosa Sola Ojikutu is saying, great to have all of you here. Tonight is going to be a very interesting night like never before because we are discussing Nyesom Wike from another perspective. Oh, a lot of people saying, so many people, God bless all of you. I appreciate you. Uchenna Henry, Nigerian News Sport, Ikoke Philip, everybody, Olayemi Oluwashino, great to have all of you. All I need from you is give me your time. Just give me your time. Put your device somewhere. Borrow me your listening ears. Let the listening ears that you have, let it wake up, and we'll be dissecting a lot. Uzona Precious Wilfred is saying, and suddenly Amaka Olushola Jaji is also saying, great to have all of you on this episode of Politics with your sure plug, Dr. Omoyele. You know how we roll, and tonight is not going to be an exception. I pray everything goes well, and we'll be making it happen. We have a lot to dissect. We have a lot to unpack as regards Nyesom Wike and Omoyele Sowore. Odyssey Ekeyebo. Apologies if I mispronounce it. Is saying, great to have all of you. Do well to like this video if you are watching me at the moment. Press the like button, press the love button so that other people can get to see it. If you care about in-depth analysis, if you want to know the man, Nyesom Wike, his ways, and some of the political behavior that he exhibits, of course, this is the platform for you because I'll be diving deep, and as I'm diving deep, I will be taking you along. So we'll be diving deep together into a whole lot of things. I'll be calling out the WhatsApp number for you to dial to join the conversation so that you can be part of this program. J. Tom is saying, he says, is there any way we can make it interactive? Of course, I have a WhatsApp line that people do call in. J. Tom, what state are you from? Let me know. If you are an indigenous of River State or you are from the Niger Delta, let me know. So we can make it happen tonight. A lot to dissect, a lot to make happen. Belushi is saying, please unpack. We can't wait to hear about Wike. Okay, J. Tom, you are a Lagosian, right? Okay, great to have you. Great to have all of you. If there's any River State indigene here, call them. If they are not here, invite them to come and listen to Nyesom Wike. Why does Nyesom Wike behave the way he behaves? Why does he exhibit some strange character? What can we call it in political behavior? Why is it that, he has this strange approach? For instance, you can't compare Nyesom Wike to a Bukola Saraki. They are two different people. Why is it that Nyesom Wike is fighting anybody and everybody? Well, tonight I will be diving deep into it for you as your favorite political scientist. And I will be giving you an history of some of the people that Nyesom Wike has fought, just so that we can have an holistic view. I don't like to come out of the blue. That means I don't like to just pick something suddenly. So I will unpack everything for you and we'll go along with this journey. And Ikoke Philip, he says, Ikoke Philip from Ebonyi State, great to have you. Abayomi Ogun, he says in Wike's voice every time, Wike. Okay, yeah, because he finds a way to keep himself in the news. Now let's dive into it because I have a lot to cover. Let's dive into it, okay? So Precious Igbi Awake, I say it's been a while. It don't bust for Wike head because I know Sowore no go green. Trust me, Sowore is one person that you don't want to fight. And by the time I dive deep into the analysis, you understand what I'm saying. Sowore actually was arranging for, was actually pressing for Wike to be picked in the United States. You know that hunger is ongoing. President Bola Tinubu is supposed to be there, right? And Nyesom Wike was reportedly part of the people that are supposed to follow Bola Tinubu to the US. So if at the end of the day, I didn't mean Wike had followed Kashim Shettima, Sowore was pressing the button very hard, but then Nyesom Wike opt out. I will get into that. I will be diving into a whole lot. Now let us start from the basics, which is that first, let us look at who is Nyesom Wike. Some of you are not politically inclined. Some of you don't have so much interest in politics. But trust me, at the end of today, your interest in politics would have grown. Now, Nyesom Wike is a guy that was opportune. He studied law, and after he studied law, he had opportunity to enter into politics. Nyesom Wike is one of the lawyers in Nigeria that you can never see him in court. He's one of the rare lawyers that you have never seen him done charge and bail, or maybe you have never seen him won a particular case in court. You can never see Nyesom Wike in court. Why? Because when he finished studying law, he had the opportunity to join politics. He was in the political fray. He was one of the, should I say, grandchild of Peter Odili, political grandchild. That's how I can put it. Political grandchild of Peter Odili, because as at then, Peter Odili has people that are in the front burner. Then we have the likes of Nyesom Wike. So the people that are in the front burner then will be the one that would have been nominated for minister, will be the one that would have been the commissioners at that point in time. But Nyesom Wike made it to become the chairman of Obiakpo local government. He was a two-term chairman, something that is quite very difficult to achieve in Rivers State, and particularly that local government, because I've conducted a scientific research in the Niger Delta before, particularly Rivers State and specifically Ogoniland. So I know the terrain, and there's a lot that people don't understand about the Niger Delta. And the reason is that the terrain of the Niger Delta is different. The orientation of the Niger Delta people is different. And that's why some people don't know about Nigeria, that Nigeria is so big, Nigeria is so vast. For instance, let me just give you one as a takeaway. You know, you won't join my life without gaining one or two things. For instance, ask anybody that is a Niger Delta citizen, particularly Ogoni citizen, that I said that there's one Dr. Mosholadeji that lied that in the Niger Delta, particularly Ogoni land is seen as a god. Land is seen as a god. It is a precious commodity. In fact, how rich you are, depending on the land that you have, land is seen as something that must be bequeathed from one generation to another. Land is seen as a sacred entity, and that is why I pity the Fulani herdsmen. Some of them don't know that that land that they have, that land that they want to take, is as important to some other people, just like their cow is as important to them. But that's another, discourse for another day entirely. So Nyesom Wike became the chairman of Obiakpo local government, one of the lucrative local government in Rivers State, a state that is rich in oil and natural resources. And Nyesom Wike, when he had that particular opportunity at that time, at that point in time, he was able to make things happen for himself. Wike is a guy that knows power. Wike is a guy that values power. Wike is a guy that knows how to use power. Call Wike a mini Bola Tinubu, you won't be wrong. If you look at Nyesom Wike, you will see a kind of mini Bola Tinubu in him when it comes to power. If you want to look for the trouble of Bola Tinubu, just try to take power from him. You saw what happened in Lagos State recently when Babajide Sanwo-Olu and some other something. They think, oh, Baba don't date up now. Baba na big guy now. He dey roll with Macron. He dey roll with all these president, Brazil president, Nepal president. No, I said Nepal. No. St. Lucia president and all that. So Baba na big boy now. May we organize. May we arrange ourselves for Lagos. Say Baba no go fit vex. But when they tried it, what did Bola Tinubu do? He reversed it, despite the fact that he's the president of Nigeria. Lagos is, he can just overlook that. Well, anything you guys do, now still be my boy. But he reversed it. Why? Because he knows the importance of power. Because he values power. Because he eats power. He drinks power. He sleeps power. He doesn't joke with power. And one of such person is Nyesom Wike. And I'll come back to that in a moment. So when Nyesom Wike became the local government chairman of Obiakpo, he was able to make things happen for himself. During the second term of Nyesom Wike, they played politics, and the politics that they played is that they removed his name from returning as the local government chairman. Nyesom Wike ran to the wife of Peter Odili, the then governor of Rivers State. There's a reason why I'm laying this background. You will understand in a moment. Nyesom Wike ran to Peter Odili. He said it himself. Some of you may have seen the video. He said that he had to rush to the government house, and according to him, he had to bow down that, mommy, they don't remove my name. And as at that time, Uche Secondus, former national chairman of the PDP, was the man that was the state chairman of PDP in Rivers State at that point in time. Uche Secondus had just left. The first lady, Mary Odili, had to call the gate that, oh, as Uche Secondus passed, has he passed you guys? They said no. When he gets to you guys, turn him back that I said he should come back and see me. And when Uche Secondus, the then state chairman of PDP, was turned back, Mary Odili, the wife of Peter Odili that Nyesom Wike later abused, gave an instruction to this man, Uche Secondus, that why did you remove Nyesom Wike, that there's report that you have removed him. You go and reinstate him, go and put back his name. And when that order was given, she's the first lady of the state. She had no choice than to go and put back the name of Nyesom Wike. That was how Nyesom Wike was able to do a second term as the chairman of Obiakpo local government. This is not my words. This is the word of Nyesom Wike himself. This is the testimony that he gave, where he said how Justice Mary Odili helped his political career. You see, in life, it's one person that will help you. Somebody must help you. God will not come down from heaven. He must use one person. And if God wants to spoil your life, if God wants to finish you, he will still use one person. It's one person that he will use. And now, the person that God is using is Omoyele Sowore. When I get to that level, you will understand what I'm saying. That if you are praying that, oh, you want to have enemy, I will advise you, don't pray to have an enemy like Sowore. Because if Sowore want to reason your matter, you know, he will not sleep. He will not eat. Everything will be you. Everything that he's doing will be about you. And another person that falls in that category is Reno or Mokri. Maybe analysis will get to Reno or Mokri one of these days, but today is Sowore versus Nyesom Wike. So that was how Nyesom Wike was able to do his second term as the chairman of Obiakpo local government. And some of you don't know that sometimes if you are the chairman of a local government in Nigeria, for instance, some of the should I say luxury local government in Lagos State, for instance, sometimes if you are the chairman of a local government of a good place in Nigeria, he pay pass me you be president of all this country, like all this St. Lucia, that's no more than the population of Ajegunle. If you can get a lucrative local government in Nigeria, he pay you pass me you be the president of all this St. Lucia, all these countries that they are like 50,000, you know, 50,000 population and all that. Now, after that, there was something happened. I'm speaking about the evolution of Nyesom Wike. Something happened. Amaechi, that was the speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly for 8 years, that was Peter Odili's boy. You know, most of these governors, they like to use their boy as the speaker just so that they can have a good tenure. Rotimi Amaechi want to be the governor, but then there were some political forces that were not having it. The party primary produced Celestine Omeya. Celestine Omeya wasn't the one that should be produced according to the court. Rotimi Amaechi decided to go to court. When he went to court, the pressure was on him, left, right, and center. Rotimi Amaechi decided to run to Ghana. And when he was running to Ghana, who did he left majority of the things for? Nyesom Wike. In fairness to Nyesom Wike, I don't like anybody, I don't hate anybody. If you are praying for a friend that you should have, a friend that can stand with you through thick and thin, so long as the going is good, a friend that you can rely on, I will say pick Nyesom Wike. And when I get to that, you would understand. So Amaechi run to Ghana. Nyesom Wike was one of the people that were running helter-skelter to make sure Amaechi retrieved his mandate. As God will have it, at the Supreme Court declared that Celestine Omeya, you are not the one that should have been declared the winner during the primary. The person that should have been declared winner is Rotimi Amaechi, and because votes belong to political parties in Nigeria, not individuals. Vote belong to political parties. The vote that Bola Tinubu used to become president belongs to APC. The vote that Fubara used to become governor belongs to PDP. Vote is not for individuals, and that's why during election, what you will see is the logo of the political party. If you are watching me, God bless you for pressing the love button. I don't know who you are, but God bless you. I appreciate you. Press the love button. Subscribe if you are yet to. Like this video so that others can get to see it. We are just starting. We have a lot to cover. Now, at the end of the day, the Supreme Court said, Amaechi, because you are the one that in our wisdom have won that particular primary, so therefore go and become the governor of Rivers State. That was how Rotimi Amaechi came back from Ghana. Some of you don't know that Nyesom Wike, as he was also a very close friend, a very, very, very close friend to Rotimi Amaechi. They were all Peter out the list boy. When Rotimi Amaechi came back from Ghana, according to Rotimi Amaechi, what did Nyesom Wike want back in return for his loyalty, for fighting through thick and thin, for holding sway when he wasn't around? What did Nyesom Wike want in return? Nyesom Wike, according to Rotimi Amaechi, wanted to become the commissioner of finance. Amaechi was like, oh, you are a great guy. You've really helped me. You stand by me through thick and thin. But then I cannot give you the commissioner of finance because you that I'm looking at, you are a crooked guy. You know, we know ourselves. You, if I put you in charge as commissioner of finance, then I'm finished. Finance is one of the lifeline of a government. A government that doesn't have money is just a figurehead. In fact, a government that doesn't have money is just, it's not even a government. It's just existing. God bless you, By, Abi, or is it Homeboy? Great to have you. Chotu Vama, great to have you. I see all of you. Now, Rotimi Amaechi said he didn't want to make Nyesom Wike commissioner for finance. So, Nyesom Wike, Rotimi Amaechi was looking for how to balance the equation between taming Nyesom Wike, knowing fully well that he's a guy that will go all out and try to, still keep him in his camp. Then Rotimi Amaechi now decided that you, Nyesom Wike, you will not become my commissioner for finance. What you would become is my chief of staff. Chief of staff is a very powerful slot in a government. Chief of staff is one of the lifeline of a government. If you are the chief of staff, there's nothing that you will not know in the government. If you are the chief of staff, in fact, anybody that is working for the governor, there's no way they will not pass through you one way or the other, because for communication, if the governor want to appoint, you are the person that will first of all know that governor is thinking about appointing this person. So chief of staff is very powerful. Rotimi Amaechi made Nyesom Wike the chief of staff, but guess what? Because Nyesom Wike loves power, because Nyesom Wike is a power-oriented guy, he was still trying to maneuver his way, and Rotimi Amaechi, the governor, was feeling the heat. Some people that when you give power, if you are not careful, you see, let me use my two fingers. There are some people that if you are like this, for instance, you are like this, this is two fingers, right? You think that both of you are like this, before you know it, that person would have gone ahead. You are still here. You will know that that person has moved. That is the kind of person that Nyesom Wike is. So the people that were very close to Amaechi, they were giving him warning that, Oga, you see this Nyesom Wike is becoming overly powerful. If we go to town, if we reach here, Wike. If we go to this place, before you know it, they will mention Wike. You go to another place, they will mention Wike. We go to another person, Wike. These people are discussing. Wike will come up. That, Oga, if you are not careful, Wike is becoming the superstar of this administration. Rotimi Amaechi thought, what can I do to my friend Nyesom Wike? Nyesom Wike was one of the people that helped me while I was far away in Ghana. What did Amaechi do? He decided that, well, let me send Nyesom Wike to Abuja. You know that before now, what usually happens is that if a president comes to power, the president will, out of respect, reach out to the state governors and say, give me people. Let me appoint them either as special advisor or as ministers, just to give the governors a sense of belonging, just to make them your friend. Because in Nigeria, whether you like it or not, you need the governors. Because, for instance, the federal government does not control any land. It is the governors that are in charge of lands in Nigeria. So even if you want to do anything as president, you have to do what? You have to still pass through the governors. So what now happened when Amaechi sent Nyesom Wike down to Abuja? Then Amaechi thought that he has overcome Nyesom Wike. That was where the problem started. Nyesom Wike believed that, no, let me be here. River State is where things are happening. Abuja is too wide. Let me be in River State, because, like Rotimi Amaechi, Nyesom Wike was hoping to become the governor. Why? He was one of the people that helped Amaechi to be governor. So he have learned the process of becoming a governor, whether at the primary level, whether at the tribunal level. He was one of the people that fought tooth and nail for Rotimi Amaechi. So Nyesom Wike had learned the ropes of becoming a governor. It's just like you are sending somebody to school. Now, you used to take somebody along with you to school every day. The person will sit down with you and receive lecture. The person will sit down with you and write exam. At some point, that person will think that, me too, let me go and enroll in school so that me too, I can become a graduate. That was exactly what happened. Nyesom Wike himself was scheming to become a governor, but Amaechi wasn't having it, because somebody that cannot make you minister of finance, commissioner for finance, is that the person that will make you a governor? Your governor cannot put you in charge of finance. Definitely, you know, he cannot make you a governor. Amaechi sent Nyesom Wike to Abuja. That was during the reign of former President Goodluck Jonathan. Jonathan is from Bayelsa State. The wife, Mama Peace, is from Rivers State. So he sent Nyesom Wike to Abuja, hoping that, well, he will have peace of mind now. But that was the genesis of their problem. Nyesom Wike likes power. Nyesom Wike breathes power. Nyesom Wike loves power. And at the end of the day, Nyesom Wike felt betrayed that, well, you are not supposed to send me to Abuja without my knowledge. You are not supposed to send me to Abuja without my wish. You are supposed to ask me. You are supposed to at least let us discuss. And I believe that out of all the things that you can do for me is to leave me in any position that I so desire. I want to become commissioner of finance. You said no. You gave me chief of staff. Okay, now I'm still managing myself as the chief of staff. You say no. Well, come and go to Abuja so that I can have peace in Rivers State. And at the end of the day, Goodluck Jonathan made Nyesom Wike the Minister of State for Education. What am I doing? I'm laying a background, the evolution of Nyesom Wike. Nyesom Wike is how Nyesom Wike became the political superstar that he is today. How Nyesom Wike become that very powerful, that very bold, that very audacious, that very daring guy in such a way that the president will not grant media chat every month. But Nyesom Wike will have the confidence and line up microphone in front of him, sit down like the president, be organizing a media chat. Have you not seen that it is strange? Even the Tinubu boys that are in cabinet, some of them, you have never even seen them in front of the media. For instance, Tinubu's cousin, Gboyega Oyetola, which day you see him, when he come before the media and say, oh, he is talking, you don't see him. Which day you see Wale Edun, who happens to be a Tinubu? Which day do you see this guy, this minister for steel, Dele Alake? Which day do you see him before the media? Most of them, they are just hiding themselves, trying to, lick the cake, lick the icing, in fact, lick everything that is leakable. Anything that can be leaked. But Nyesom Wike has been so very audacious that it will line up the media. Now let us look at the evolution of this guy. If you are just joining me, I swear to God, you've missed a lot, but then there's still a lot to cover. Do well to subscribe. If you are just watching me, turn on your notification button. I'm seeing all your messages live, but then there's a little that I can take. Douglas Isaac Levite, I see you. Rachel Fisher, I see you. Crucian Level, I see you. Trend Doc, I see you. Great to have all of you join me on this live session. Now back to the evolution of the man Nyesom Wike. When Nyesom Wike got to Abuja, he maneuvered his way. The Goodluck Jonathan, some of you don't know that. You see all these Rivers boys, there was a time that they were worshiping Goodluck Jonathan. If Goodluck Jonathan tell them that go and die, they will first of all attempt to die before they ask that, Oga, why did you say that I should go and die? Why? Goodluck Jonathan was in power, and I've said it that power is magnetic. Joanna, I see you. Joanna Agbanaji, I see you. J. Tom, Moses Ekpo, I see you. Great to have all of you. So Goodluck Jonathan made Nyesom Wike the Minister of State for Education, because Nyesom Wike knows how to lobby. He's a lobbyist. He knows how to put, his arithmetic together that he will get what he wants. And Goodluck Jonathan, when Nyesom Wike was doing boy, the way they do boy in Nigeria, whereby I'm loyal, sir. Any little thing you want to show that you are very loyal, you are very respectful. You carry the person matter for head. And Goodluck Jonathan made him the minister. Now, this was where the problem started. Goodluck Jonathan making him the minister was to help his life. But then, Nyesom Wike, the power, the influence in Rivers State did not stop from there. Everything that Nyesom Wike was seeing, every influence that he has, he was sending that is reach to Rivers State in such a way that if there's any opportunity in Abuja, Nyesom Wike will go and pick the son of a strategic chief in Rivers State, the son that just graduated that don't have a job. Nyesom Wike will go and pick the son of that person, say, don't worry, come, I have a job for you in Abuja. If there is an opportunity, any little opportunity, Nyesom Wike will hustle his way and say, oh yeah, come, you go and hold this position. The person that Nyesom Wike will give that position will be one of the strategic people. PTDF, some of you don't know, Petroleum Trust Development Fund or something like that. Nyesom Wike, as the Minister of State for Education, he has influence over this Niger Delta Petroleum Trust Fund scholarship. Nyesom Wike will not pick the son of the Talakawas, the Mekunus, the have-nots, the oi polloi. Nyesom Wike will not pick such a people. He will go and pick the son and daughter of strategic people, give them scholarship, with government money, not his private money. Give them scholarship under PTF, give them job in Abuja. Some people that never believe that they will smell Aso Rock. Nyesom Wike will use his network as Minister of State to make sure that they see Aso Rock. So it now became a power tussle. The greatest enemy that Amaechi now became Nyesom Wike, from very close friend that helped him to become a governor, to worst enemies. Why? Because of what? Because of power. Power is something that Nyesom Wike eats. He sleeps power, he drinks power, he romance power. In fact, power is the oxygen in his nostril. So you won't be surprised as regards what is happening between him and Siminalayi Fubara. Nyesom Wike now became a lord unto himself. Now, this was where fortune smiled on Nyesom Wike. You see, this life that I'm doing today is a life that you should keep. In fact, when your children are growing up and they want to study about Nyesom Wike, perhaps, should I say, the rise and fall of Nyesom Wike, this is one of the videos that you should play for them. Now, how did destiny shine on Nyesom Wike? Goodluck Jonathan wanted to return as president. Amaechi made his move. Whether Nyesom Wike can be sacked, whether Nyesom Wike can be removed, whether something can happen to Nyesom Wike in such a way that he will not be in power. But all these things failed because Nyesom Wike has already positioned himself in the heart of Mama Peace. You know that one of the way to get to the heart of a man is to be loyal to his wife. Some of you don't know. One of the way to have a man to support you is to like his children. If you like the children of any man or woman, if you like their children, or if the children of any man or woman likes you, forget that person will like you, because there is a connection. If the wife of your oga, if he like you, say, this wicked boy, he's very loyal, very respectful, Mr. President, don't you see this wicked boy? He's quite very different, he carry our matter for head. Oga Goodluck Jonathan will be looking at, I know they say I'm a busy guy. Wike na good guy, na very good guy. No, na correct guy. Before you know it, the oga will begin to like you. I just gave you a clue now. If you want your oga to like you, be good to your oga's wife. If you want your oga to like you, be good to your oga's children. At the end of the day, Nyesom Wike was not sacked. Now, this is where destiny shined on Nyesom Wike. Goodluck Jonathan wanted to return as president in 2015, but then Rotimi Amaechi was not having it. Rotimi Amaechi did not want the return of Goodluck Jonathan because of definitely his own interest as well. And at the end of the day, there was a G5. Was it G5 or G7? PDP something. That later transformed into NPDP. Yes, NPDP, which they call the new PDP. That NPDP at that point in time, Rotimi Amaechi was one of the strategic people. So when Rotimi Amaechi was misbehaving, when he wasn't loyal, the counterbalancing force for the Jonathan family was Nyesom Wike. Again, when Rotimi Amaechi was becoming disloyal, when he was forming that, he can run things on his own, the counterbalancing force of this of the Goodluck Jonathan's family was Nyesom Wike. Because why? Nyesom Wike has become a political, heavyweight on his own, And when that's where fortune smiled on Nyesom Wike. Everybody has his own fortunate time. That was when fortune smiled on Nyesom Wike. And when that fortune smiled on him, because he has the backing of the presidency, we all know what presidential powers is in Nigeria anyway. Because Nyesom Wike had the backing of the presidency at that point in time, he was able to deal with Rotimi Amaechi. Anything that he wants, he have it. He have the presidential powers at his disposal. So if the president does not like you, you are in problem in Nigeria. You that the president like, definitely you can make a lot of things happen for yourself. Nyesom Wike was now the counterbalancing force against Rotimi Amaechi. So because Nyesom Wike is one of the best that have come out from Rivers State at that point in time, and is already in the villa. He's already in the presidential villa as Minister of State for Education. He's already rolling with the Jonathan boys, the Niger Delta guys. Some of them, they want to see the president and Wike go facilitate them and all that. And he himself, he has created that natural love for himself among the political stakeholders in Rivers State. I told you how we will give them job, give them money, give them employment, scholarship, use his position as Minister of State for Education to facilitate things. Now, okay, who will now become the governor? As at that time, the person that was highly favored was Nyesom Wike, because he has already established himself based on the background that I gave to you. Nyesom Wike did not only stop there. He rode on the back of Mama Peace, Patience Jonathan. He convinced Mama Peace that, see, I'm the one that can finish this guy. In Rivers State today, the person that can finish this guy, that knows him well, the person that can help you deal with this guy is me, Nyesom Wike. Leave me with Rotimi Amaechi. I'm part of the people that made him. I will help you to destroy him. So at the end of the day, the Jonathan family were like, okay, it's like this wicked guy can really make it happen. And don't forget that based on his influence, if you ask somebody from Rivers State, who do we think you can use? They will say, Wike. If they say, who can we use to discipline this Amaechi guy? They will say, Wike. Wike go fit fight am o. They will ask another person, he will say Wike. So the Jonathan family gave up that, well, let us use this Wike. He's a loyal boy anyway. He's a good guy anyway. We trust his loyalty. This Wike will not be like Amaechi. Let us use him. It is not only that. Nyesom Wike himself used Mama Peace, because Mama Peace had to stand up all the way from Abuja. Some of you would have seen that video where she visited Peter Odili, and at that point in time, Peter Odili had some little issues with Rotimi Amaechi. They don't even want him to be governor anyway. So when Mama Peace intervened and met Peter Odili, she handed over Nyesom Wike to the Odili family. Say, Peter Odili, you are our father in this game in Rivers State. I hand over Nyesom Wike to you. When she handed over Nyesom Wike to Peter Odili looked at, well, the first lady have spoken. They are the one in power. Let us work for Nyesom Wike. Now, this is where destiny shined on Nyesom Wike. You see, sometimes being at the right place at the right time is all you need for your glory to manifest. At the end of the day, where destiny now shined on Wike completely was that the presidential election usually come before the governorship election. When they would do the presidential election, Goodluck Jonathan lost the election. When Goodluck Jonathan lost the election, the Niger Delta people were very passionate that, power don't come out from our hand. We've not been in power for long. Goodluck Jonathan is in power. All you this Hausa Fulani, you have always been in power, whether civilian or military. Can't you just allow us to just be in power for a little while? What is the problem with you people? Now, they are now looking at who are the people that orchestrated this Buhari win. Of course, Rotimi Amaechi was very influential. So people gave a massive revolution vote against Rotimi Amaechi in Rivers State. And as they were revolting against Rotimi Amaechi in the governorship election, who were they voting for in return? Nyesom Wike. Who were they voting for in return? Nyesom Wike. As they ate Rotimi Amaechi for Goodluck Jonathan losing them, people do not believe that Goodluck Jonathan can lose that election because it has never happened in Nigeria. And people believe that Goodluck Jonathan is a good guy and is the incumbent, that it will be very difficult. How Goodluck Jonathan lost that election is a story for another day. How the police, the military, some of them, how they betrayed him is another story for another day. Now, Goodluck Jonathan, when he saw that he had lost, he himself now used the presidential powers that is remaining, now use it that this River State, must go because Amaechi, you are one of the people that were sponsoring Buhari. Let me give you an example. It's just like which state can I use? Which state can I? Let me use Osun State. Osun State is governed by the PDP, and if let's imagine, assuming but not considering that Bola Ahmed Tinubu lose election, Tinubu now looked at me lose election. Okay, before I leave this governorship election, I'm still the president. I know that we go. I'm going fine, but governorship election in that Osun State, you this Adeleke that were one of the people that made me lose. I want something to happen in that state. The Niger Delta people were very angry. This woman, Patience Jonathan, is from Rivers State. She pressed all her button. The people sympathized with them, and as they were revolting against Amaechi, they were just pressing the vote for Nyesom Wike. That was how destiny, luck, opportunity shined on Nyesom Wike, and immediately he became the governor of Rivers State. Nyesom Wike blew out of proportion in the sense that there are some states in Nigeria. Some of you don't know. There are states in Nigeria and there are states. For instance, you cannot compare Rivers State to Zamfara State. Apologies to people from Zamfara. You cannot compare Akwa Ibom State to Yobe State. For instance, the contribution of Akwa Ibom State to Nigeria, the resources and oil wealth in Akwa Ibom State, you cannot compare it to Sokoto or this Sokoto, Zamfara. Apologies to people from that area. I mean no disrespect anyway. So when Nyesom Wike became the governor, he was sitting on humongous money. Shell, Texaco, Ajib, Mobile, all these people, they have some things that they will be paying to the state. Not, national allocation, federal allocation is coming to him. Internally generated revenue, public transport money, market women money, tenement rate, birth certificate registration, death certificate collection, what these things that marriage registry, different kind of thing. Money was just coming left, right, center, everywhere. Nyesom Wike became a very big guy that he now became uncontrollable. Now, this is where the problem started. When Nyesom Wike now became the governor, there is this spirit that comes with power. He became what? He became uncontrollable. The Goodluck Jonathan that he used to watch, some of you, if you search online, you will see where he was almost prostrating for Goodluck Jonathan, where he was holding umbrella for Goodluck Jonathan. When he now became the governor, at the end of the day, the same Nyesom Wike that is a very humble guy, the same Nyesom Wike that begged to be governor, the same Nyesom Wike that they helped, the same Nyesom Wike that they made. You know, when you made somebody, the same Nyesom Wike is now the, and the Jonathan family were looking at Wike, not be you this Wike, but then the Jonathan family decided like, well, we are too big for this kind of a thing. We can't be lobbying this guy. We just left power. They left him that, okay, have your way. It's okay. If you don't want to send us, it's okay. All well and good. Now, that was how Nyesom Wike spent 8 years as governor of Rivers State. He had his time. Now, take note of something that is very important. When Nyesom Wike was the governor of Rivers State, there were some things about him, which is that you cannot dare Nyesom Wike, else it will unleash the power of the governor on you. You will recall when Nyesom Wike blast a traditional ruler that see this one, it's nothing here that see small boy, he begged to be the king. Now we give him crown. He's now nothing head like Agama. Some of you would have seen that video. Nyesom Wike, he doesn't like anything that will make you to want to seem to undermine his power as governor. Nyesom Wike ruled as governor. He enjoyed all the power and paraphernalia of office as the governor. Now, every time, whether you like it or not, there is a day you enter office, there's a day you will leave office. There was time for governorship election. Nyesom Wike produced Siminalayi Fubara. Fubara became the governor. But by the time Fubara would have become the governor, Nyesom Wike has amassed so much money. Now, don't take my word for it. You can search for the video. Honorable Ewo, a former House of Representative member, he was granting an interview to Symphony, a YouTube channel. And when I watched that interview, he said Nyesom Wike allegedly amassed for himself up to 4 trillion naira while he was governor of Rivers State. Now, I gave you reference. It's not my word. Honorable Ewo said Nyesom Wike, when he was governor of Rivers State, allegedly stole up to 4 trillion naira, according to Honorable Ewo. Now, let us imagine that Nyesom Wike, maybe it's still more than that. Let's not imagine, say, maybe he no still up to that. But for you to have 4 trillion naira, that is a lot of money. And there's a spirit behind having money. Nyesom Wike produced Siminalayi Fubara. You all know what happened during the 2023 presidential election. At the end of the day, Tinubu said, okay, Wike, come and join me. But because Nyesom Wike, you see, there are some level that you will get to. Some miracle must happen before some attitude will manifest. There are some attitude that are in you that will not come out if you have 1 million naira. That attitude, the day your body, but no go come out. Because why? That money never reached to bring that attitude come out. But when you make that 1 million, that attitude, it go unlock like key. But there are some attitude that is 1 million that will unlock it. There are some that it is 100 million. So far you are not worth that 100 million, that attitude will not come out. There's nothing you want to do, it will not come out. But immediately you are nearing 98 million, 99 million, that attitude go down the show. Immediately you clock that 100 million, bam, that attitude will manifest. There's something we call cryptic, which is an cryptic attitude, an attitude that is in you that will fail to manifest until a particular glory manifests. That is cryptic attitude. The attitude is in you, but it will not manifest until a particular glory or you have a particular breakthrough in your life. That is when that attitude will manifest. What do we call those kind of attitude? We call them cryptic attitude. Those attitudes are hidden. They are there. They are just lying fallow. They are just lying low. But you yourself, you won't know that, that attitude is even there. Not until you get to that particular place of destiny. Not until that glory unlocks or manifests. Then you will know that, oh, so I get pride like this. Oh man, no, I get pride like this. So, wait, why are they always call this one but that self? No be 2 years they senior me. Why are they call this one auntie? No be 1 year they senior me. Cryptic attitude. This one, you're supposed to greet me first now. Who is it that I will first greet him? Cryptic attitude. These are the people that you used to greet first. So that happened to Nyesom Wike. By the time Nyesom Wike would have produced Siminalayi Fubara, he had become a political giant on his own. What made him that? I would explain. The PDP is full of governors that cannot spend money. There's one thing to have money. There's one thing to be able to spend money. There's one thing that you have money. There's another thing that you are able to spend that money. Nyesom Wike knows how to spend money. So when all these governors, when they can't spend on PDP, it was Nyesom Wike that was spending on the party. He was the one that was dropping money, that was spending on the party, that was doing the lavish guy. PDP has a court case. Nyesom Wike will give them lawyer, give them money and all that. So at the end of the day, he have seen all the governors. He have sized them up. There's nobody that he respects among them. So when Bola Tinubu now appointed Nyesom Wike just went mad. Since the time of the PDP primary, the PDP presidential primary in Abuja, Nyesom Wike just went AY. Immediately he lost that primary like this. Nyesom Wike went mad. Now, Dele Momodu, I'm giving you another reference. Dele Momodu said on a live TV that during the PDP presidential primary, a president called him, a former president called him and said, Dele, he said, yes, sir, are you still in the race? You see the contest as PDP presidential candidate? He said, yes, sir. Dele, you are my boy. Let me advise you. Don't spend any money. If you spend any money, you have waste money because Nyesom Wike has raised the bar to $30,000 per delegate. I don't speak without giving you reference. $30,000 per. Somebody help me press your calculator. $30,000 times 1,500. Let us know the amount today. $30,000 per delegate. That should be about 40 million naira or thereabout per single delegate, one person. During the PDP presidential primary, $30,000. And you know that when they are doing primary, they are usually about 300 or 400 delegates across Nigeria. They usually number between 300 to 400. Dele Momodu, I'm giving you a reference now. This is not my talk. Dele Momodu said A former president called him. I don't know whether it is Jonathan, whether it is Obasanjo, or which other one. It can be Buhari. It can be Buhari. So it's either Jonathan or Obasanjo, because Yaradua is dead. So it's either one of the two. Reasoning logically now. He said that they said that Nyesom Wike has raised the bar to $30,000 per delegate. Excuse me. Before you can pay $30,000 to one person, if what Dele Momodu is saying is true, before you can pay $30,000 to one person, do you know what it means? The big question is, Oga Wike, where did you see $30,000 per delegate? So Nyesom Wike had already believed that he will win this primary, but then there was a problem. Aminu Tambuwa came. You see, fear the North. Fear the North. There's something about Northerners. Fear them. When they are seeing the game that as this matter they go, Nyesom Wike will win. The speed that the Northerners used to align. Aminu Tambuwa that was saying before that, no, I will not step down. There's nothing anybody can tell me. All of a sudden, from nowhere, they just did their permutation, and before you know it, Aminu Tambuwa just said, well, all things considered, I want to step down, and I urge people that want to vote for me to support my brother, Atiku Abubakar. All of a sudden, when they were about to vote, that was what swing that thing away from Nyesom Wike's hand. If not, nobody spent like Wike for that presidential primary. Nobody. If not for Aminu Tambuwa, Nyesom Wike would have been the presidential candidate of the PDP. And that is why some of you that we think Nyesom Wike is loyal to Bola Tinubu, no. Nyesom Wike is loyal to himself, he's loyal to his pocket, he's loyal to his family. Because if everything had gone right, he would have contested that election against Bola Tinubu. It would have been Obi, Wike, Tinubu. That is what that election would have produced. Obi, Wike, Tinubu. But the Tambuwa effect changed everything. And Nyesom Wike believed that, Tambuwa, you owe me debt of gratitude. I have sponsored you before to try and be a presidential candidate. Why can't you now support me? Nyesom Wike just went mad. Now, where Nyesom Wike will now have his luck is that out of the G5, now don't take my word for it, it's something that is obvious. Out of the G5, the group of five, this governor of this Igbo governor, Ikpeazu, I hope I got the pronunciation, Okeze Ikpeazu, and Seyi Makinde. Then there was another one, 5 governors, they call themselves the G5. Out of all those G5, it was only Nyesom Wike that benefited from that particular rebel that they did against Atiku Abubakar. Only Nyesom Wike. Samuel Otom of Benue State is among them. He lost the governorship election for his anointed candidate. He lost the election to become a senator in Benue State. Ikpeazu did not become anything in Tinubu's government. Another person, Seyi Makinde. Seyi Makinde lost senatorial and House of Rep seat in Oyo State because of that G5 alliance of a thing. The utmost beneficiary was Nyesom Wike. Nyesom Wike, when he now got that power, the first thing in his mind was political vendetta. That, oh, you, all these Tambuwa, Atiku, all you these people, now we be the Tinubu boys now go collect. That was how Nyesom Wike started fighting everybody. Now, I've given you the evolution of Nyesom Wike. Now, let me go into the conflict of Nyesom Wike. Then it will now link me to Omoyele Sowore. Some of you that usually participate in my life, you know how I structure my analysis in such a way that even if you have never listened to politics before, you will listen, you will understand, you will find it interesting. Now, moving away from the evolution of Nyesom Wike in the political space of Nigeria, let us go into the conflict, the battle that Nyesom Wike has fought. Nyesom Wike has been fighting and abusing everybody. First, you will recall that recently, I'll give you like 10 reference, 10, and some of you can add to the list. I will give you like 10. He fought Aminu Tambuwa based on what I just told you as regards the PDP primary. He fought him tooth and nail. They still have their issue. Recently, when Nyesom Wike appeared on live, Aminu Tambuwa was the first to appear, and he said that, oh, he cannot trust Wike with power. Nyesom Wike went to channels, he fired back. Nyesom Wike had fought Bala Mohammed. Bala Mohammed is the governor of Bauchi State. He is the current chairman of PDP Governors Forum. Nyesom Wike fought him finish. He fought him to pieces. Bala Mohammed, governor of Bauchi State. Take it as number 2. I said I will give you about 10 references. Now, I've given you that of Aminu Tambuwa, you know the story. I've given you that of Bala Mohammed, you know the story. Now, let me give you number 3 and 4, or should I say 3A or 3B? Let me join them together, which is Peter Odili and his wife. You will recall that when the issue of Siminalayi Fubara started, the Odili family decided to sympathize with Siminalayi Fubara. Nyesom Wike did what? He blast Peter Odili. The same Peter Odili that he was governor when he was local government chairman. Nyesom Wike blast him to pieces. Not only Peter Odili, his well-respected wife. You know, there are some people that they don't make noise, but they are well-respected. There are some people that even if Bola Tinubu hear their name, he go still give them what they want. But they are not the type that make noise. They are very private. One of them is the retired justice of the Supreme Court, Mary Odili. Mary Odili was the one that allowed Nyesom Wike to do the second term as chairman of Obiakpo, as I analyzed for you earlier. If you missed it, then you are joining late. Do what to subscribe. Give me likes, people. I have over 400 people watching me. Why am I having 28 likes? Press the like button, press the love button as well. Please give me a like so that other people can get to see this particular video. Give me a like, people. I can't have 28 likes and I have over 400 people watching me. That's strange. Now, Nyesom Wike fought everybody. He fought Mary Odili, the well-respected wife of Peter Odili. As at when Mary Odili was like a judge, when she first became a judge, I think Nyesom Wike will still be in law school or studying law. Nyesom Wike blast Mary Odili, blast Peter Odili. Why? Because they were supporting who? Siminalayi Fubara. Don't forget that these were the people that made him local government chairman. I've given you 4 references now. I said I will give you no less than 10. I will give you no less than 10. I've given you 4. Now, Rotimi Amaechi, number 5 now. He fought, Nyesom Wike fought Rotimi Amaechi to stand still. You guys know the story. You know the story between Rotimi Amaechi and Nyesom Wike. He fought Rotimi. In fact, they are still fighting till now. And Nyesom Wike is ready. If he has the opportunity, if God tells him that this Amaechi, what should happen to him? I'm sure that Nyesom Wike will just look at and say, God, kill him. God will say, yeah, kill him. He's a useless man. The way where they fight, where they deep reach. He fought Rotimi Amaechi and he's still fighting Rotimi Amaechi to a standstill. I've given you how many now? 5. I will give you no less than 10. Then, apart from Rotimi Amaechi, Nyesom Wike also throw shades at Goodluck Jonathan. Why? Goodluck Jonathan believed that what Bola Tinubu did, the illegal suspension of Siminalayi Fubara, that is wrong. There is a precedence. When Goodluck Jonathan was the president, he wanted to declare a state of emergency and suspend the governor. These APC people, they fought him tooth and nail. So Goodluck Jonathan find it as injustice that why would you suspend a sitting governor? Why would you remove the democratic structure of a state? The democratic structure of any state can only be removed in 2 ways. Number 1 is through the people, through the ballot. Number 2 is through the judiciary, what I've later called the judicracy, or if you like, a judicratic system of government, which is what Nigeria is practicing anyway. Nigeria is not practicing democracy, but that's an analysis for another day. If you are watching me, you are yet to subscribe to this channel, make me your short plug, make me your favorite political scientist. Now, Nyesom Wike decide to throw shades at Goodluck Jonathan. Why? Because he criticized Bola Tinubu. That was when Goodluck Jonathan said, you can only wake a man that is sleeping. You can't wake a man that is pretending to be asleep. That's according to Goodluck Jonathan. You can only wake a man that is sleeping. You cannot wake a man that is pretending to be asleep. When Nyesom Wike heard that, he collected mic on one occasion, shred Goodluck Jonathan to pieces. The same Jonathan that made him. That is why I gave you the evolution of Nyesom Wike. If I didn't give you that evolution, when I got to the conflict, the battle that Nyesom Wike is fighting, you won't understand. He blasted Goodluck Jonathan. That is 5. The second person is attached to Goodluck Jonathan, which is Mama Peace herself. Mama Peace herself collect, which is number 6. So in other words, everybody that has made Nyesom Wike, everybody that has impacted in his life, Everybody that has contributed to his career, he has fought all of them. Majority of them. Rotimi Amaechi made him chief of staff, he don't fight him. Goodluck Jonathan and his wife, he don't fight them. These people, Peter Odili and his wife, he don't fight them. Why is it only you that you are just fighting everybody, abusing everybody? And that is why Wise is the one that said absolute power corrupt and absolute power power corrupt. Power corrupt, but absolute power corrupt absolutely. Now, I've given you how many references? I've given you like 6. I said I'll give you no less than 10. I can give you like 15, but when it gets to 10, maybe I will stop. I've given you the other one is yours truly, your beloved that you all know, Dino Melaye. Senator Dino Melaye is one guy that, call him crazy, you won't be wrong. He's one guy that if you not like me poverty, they kill you now, papa, you know, send you now. Dino Melaye will still come up with his, with his designer, with his fast cars, Dino Melaye should be like in his 50s, but he lives like maybe he's a Gen Z, like in his 20s. Dino Melaye, they live like new taker. You know what they call new taker? Or person will be say fresh taker. Person will never see money before. We say nah, you just see money. The way where the money go, they shakan. You understand? Or person will be say people don't see say this one, you don't get money before, you don't get money again. That person can't collect money. The way that person go behave, you go want make people know say yes, I'm back. You remember that song? I'm back. Who used that song? I think it's Naira Marley. I'm back. That's the way Dino Melaye live his life. Melaye is a freestyle politician. If Melaye were to be in the United States, it would be like a gangster kind of politician. It's because he's in Nigeria. If Melaye grew up in the United States, we have tattoo like Lil Wayne. He would have pierced his body, pierced his nose, pierced everywhere pierceable. But because it's Nigeria, he still do it the Nigerian way. But Nyesom Wike fought Dino Melaye like a mad person. If a mad person naturally would like to fight. Now, if a mad person now want to fight you to finish, you know that your own has finished. Again, a mad person is a natural fighter. If a mad person now want to fight you to finish, just know that your own is finished. Nyesom Wike fought Dino Melaye like a mad person. The same Dino Melaye that he sponsored his political primary at one point in time, where Dino Melaye said he gave him dollars. Nyesom Wike fought Dino Melaye like a mad person. They fought like there's no tomorrow. Why? Because Dino Melaye decided to pitch his tent with Atiku Abubakar. Atiku Abubakar is the political godfather of Dino Melaye now. But Dino Melaye believes that this Nyesom Wike, you get money, but you don't get brain like that. You don't get the swag. You don't get the level. You don't get the leadership spirit. Although you get money, the money surplus for your hand. But this Wike, when Atiku Abubakar was to appoint Ifeanyi Okowa as vice president, Nyesom Wike was still spending money. According to Dino Melaye, he called him 19 times. The arrogant Nyesom Wike. He said he called him 19 times in, I think, 45 minutes. 19 times in 45 minutes that Alpha Dino, help me do it. Make Baba Atiku, make he pick me as the vice. But then, because of character, Atiku opt for Ifeanyi Okowa. That one later betrayed him. Anyway, I've given you how many now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've given you 9, and I still have like I go give you past 10. Don't worry, I'm a generous guy. Nyesom Wike again fought Uche second. I'm going to Sowore. Now there they go now. But I'm just laying some background so that when I get to Sowore, you will understand, because then I go change the GR. You get as I go change GR. If you deal with me, you go look, Deji, yeah, great guy. If you believe that I'm doing a good job, give me a like, give me subscribe, turn on your notification button. Dino Melaye fought Uche Secondus, the former national chairman of PDP. And the worst part is, he was one of the people that made Uche Secondus the national chairman. So you can see that Nyesom Wike, whether anybody likes it or not, is a great guy, but he has an attitudinal problem. Without apologies, Nyesom Wike has an attitudinal problem. Because if you look at all these people that have been mentioning, all these people that have been mentioning, Nyesom Wike have always had the upper hand in terms of oration, in terms of action. Nyesom Wike will come to the media, will blast Atiku, the same Atiku that was vice president. When Nyesom Wike was local government chairman, The same Atiku, a retired custom officer, Atiku wey don dey chop money since the days of custom. The same Nyesom Wike that Peter Odili cannot look Atiku's eye when he was governor. Nyesom Wike will come, we collect my Nigeria has rejected you. Yes, yes, yes. We make sure he did not win the election. Yes, we finish Atiku. Yes, yes. He fought Uche Secondus. He brought Uche Secondus, he fought him. I've given you how many now? 10. Let me add like 4 because I still have some very important names. He fought Iyorchia Ayu. Iyorchia Ayu. He was one of the people that brought Iyorchia Ayu to be the chairman of the PDP. Iyorchia Ayu was from the North Central. He made sure that Iyorchia Ayu become the chairman from the North so that he can emerge as candidate of the PDP for the presidential election as a Southerner. But when the election did not go his way, Nyesom Wike finished the life of Iyorchia Ayu. He fought him tooth and nail. I've given you how many now? 11. Let me give you another one. Nyesom Wike fought just truly, I'm here to mention his name especially, Atiku Abubakar, which I've given some explanation in that regard. That's how many now? 12. Let me go to 13. I don't run out. I'm a political scientist with a PhD in political science. That's what I've been reading all my life. So if you come to my life, just know that you go chop belly food, if you eat again. Let me give you the 13. He fought Peter Obi. Peter Gregory Obi. Peter, the son of Obi, former Anambra State governor. He fought Peter Obi like a mad person. You remember the case of Champagne? He will say, no, you are lying. You say, and that power. You will not get that power. You will not get that power. What you are looking for is power. But you will make sure you did not do what? You did not get that power. Champagne. I say, Oga, you like good thing, Krista. That's why he was blasting Peter Obi. I'm trying to mimic him. I don't know whether I'm a good actor. Krista, not ordinary Champagne. Krista. Oh, one leg. You say, one shoe. You have one cloth. It's a lie. All this one shoe. He finished Peter. Thank God that Peter Obi is a man of decorum. You know that there are some people that they still have their steez intact. There are some people that they have their steez. You know that they call steez. They will look that, this person that is fighting me like a mad person, should I now be fighting anyhow? No, I don't pass that level. Let me leave him to God. Obi was one of such people. Obi does not have the vocal strength of Nyesom Wike. Obi is a gentleman. He likes his teas. Consumption to production. We do one time. But Nyesom Wike will come. We say, it's a lie. It's power. And you will not get that power. He fought who? Peter Obi. He fought him silly. Despite the fact that there was a time that there are pictures where Nyesom Wike was bending to greet Peter Obi. Google it. Say, one Dr. Deji is lying. Google it. Peter Obi Wike. If you search it, you will see that picture where Nyesom Wike was bending with respect to. In fact, I saw a video where Peter Obi was commissioning project. Nyesom Wike stood somewhere. Then he still get pot belly. Peter Obi then was a big guy, but he fought and abused Peter Obi. I've given you how many? 14, Abi. Let me give you another one. This one is very important. He fought who? Yours truly, respected veteran Dr. Reuben Abati. You all know the story. Wike fought Reuben Abati like a mad person. In fact, there was one video that he said, Reuben Abati, Nyesom Wike is doing it. They will say, first class, because Reuben Abati has a first class, he's a brilliant guy. We saw first class, I hear. First class. He will be mocking his first class that, you are supposed to be intelligent than this. Of course, it's because Reuben Abati is not speaking in his favor anyway. He will say, first class. I hear. How can first class be speaking like that? He fought who? Reuben Abati. Rufai Hosseini, that one is regular customer. That one, if they give Wike gun, if he kill him within 1 second. I've given you like how many reference? Like 16 reference. It doesn't end there. If I think well, I will still remember some people, but I've given you 16 prominent people that Nyesom Wike have had one issue or the other with, that he has either abused, or he has either tongue-lashed, or he has either, behave anyhow to another one. God bless my brain. Thank you, Jesus. Bode George. I've given you like how many references now? That will make it like, I think, 16, Abi. Bode George. Another person is giving me Alimodu Sheriff here. So if I add Bode George, that is, I think, 16 or 17. Alimodu Sheriff, that is 17 or 18. You can see. And the list goes on and on and on and on. You fought Bode George. Bode George is over 80. The way Wike finished Bode George, just finish his career as if he's 1-2-year-old man. And that's why I said Nyesom Wike has what? An attitudinal problem. Now, let us switch the gear to where it gets most interesting. Now, I gave you reference of these people so that you will understand as I'm diving into his matter with Omoyele Sowore. Nyesom Wike has been abusing everybody. He has been tongue-lashing everybody. He has always have a few days. Now in tongue they raise pass. Now in voice they raise pass. You can't argue with him. You can't debate with him. You can't fight him. Nyesom Wike will defeat you. He will defeat you. He will trash you. He will water you down. He will rubbish you. Whether you are Atiku, whether you are Peter Obi, whether you are whether you are Jonathan, whether you are President Jonathan, whether you are Peter Odili, whether you are Dino Melaye, whether you are Bala Mohammed, whatever you are, whoever you are. Nyesom Wike's voice will be louder than you. He has been doing it. He has been doing it. He has been doing it. He has been enjoying it. It now became an attitude, something that he likes to enjoy. Bola Tinubu did not caution him. Maybe he knows or he just allowed him. Then, as problem will start, what happened? Omoyele Sowore's case came in. Now, they said that the weapon fashioned against me, there is, it is in the Bible. Omoyele Sowore now became the weapon that was fashioned against Nyesom Wike. You see this Sowore thing. Ireti Kingibe, God bless you. Lewechi or Lewechi. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name. Ireti Kingibe, God bless you. That will make it like 19 people. These are not small boys, so these are big people. Ireti Dave Umahi. When Dave Umahi, he was in APC, yes, during the God bless. You see now, you see, Dave Umahi now making it 20. All these people that we have mentioned, they are not small boys. Oh. All these people, including, if you don't get money, like others, including Ruben Abati. Some of you don't know that Ruben Abati, with profound respect to him, he don't take for this game. Oh. Forget. Oh. When they say veteran, that guy is a veteran. Oh. And when you are saying somebody is intelligent, if we talk and we go die, if we not talk and we go die, Ruben Abati is one of the most intelligent journalists in Nigeria. He can try to be partial, he can try to, dance around the topic, but when we say intelligence, it's and it's not a new bill. That guy don't take. If to say they live in hair, they bab gorimapa like me. I'm sure we have white hair, but it's always skin, so you won't see the white something. And now he has a very sweet lady. What's the name of this auntie? Is it Kike or something? I call her the Transformer. And Kike, if this video ever get to you, you are doing a good job. Now in the airports, you know the job of a transformer. If current, my people don't finish me tonight. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. Deji Adeyanju makes it 21. God bless you. Mushiman 83. Deji Adeyanju makes it the 21 people that we can remember that Nyesom Wike has fought. You forgot to mention Senator Mbata, who made Wike who he is today, making how many? 22. I was able to give you guys, I think, 16. Now people, they extend that to 22. Now people, they mention names, so no be me. I think I gave you guys just 16. 22, Senator Mbata. At the end of the day, I was speaking about transformer. You know that when current is high, Buhari, thank you. Chimeze is a Buhari. In fact, the way Buhari collect for we, I'm sure Buhari, those videos weren't getting to Buhari. If those videos get to Buhari, I'm sure Buhari go don't kill Wike. That's why when Buhari was in power, Wike did not touch Abuja. He didn't leave Rivers State. say he's going to Abuja. No, if there's Federal Executive Council meeting, we send his deputy. Because he knows that even if Buhari no kill him, the Buhari boys at that time, all these Malami, all these fake professor, Patami, I say it with authority, Patami is a fake professor. Tell him I said so. It's a fake professor. That one's not a professor, forget to. I'm an academic. So I know what it takes to become a professor. Patami is not a professor. It's a fake professor. But that's another story for another day. Nyesom Wike become what? Unstoppable. I don't want to forget, I was speaking about transformer. Let me give you these lyrics. You know that when current is high, you will need a transformer to step down the current. When current is low, you will need a transformer to hide the current. Now, who is the transformer I'm talking about? Antikike, Ruben Abatis Oyinbo Pepe. That is the transformer. Now, in the airports maintain Dr. Ruben Abati. When current is high, Antikike go higher, you go lower. When current is low, Antikike go higher. So, Antikike, if you are opportunity to see this video, you are doing a good job on Ruben Abati. Oh, God bless you. Now, back to Nyesom Wike, our dear brother. When it got to Omoyele Sowore, how did it begin? Nyesom Wike traveled out. Omoyele, I don't know where Omoyele Sowore usually get all this information. No? Sowore is one of a dangerous guy in Nigeria. I can tell you that. That guy is a basket, well, is a tank of information. I don't know where he get the information from. Sowore's Sahara Reporters shared that Nyesom Wike has congestive heart failure. That was what they said he has. Congestive heart failure. Before then, there's been a report that, Nyesom Wike is suffering from hemiplegia, which is the early stage of stroke, when the video made the rounds at that time. But when Nyesom Wike got back, Nyesom Wike now decided to fire Omoyele Sowore that me that I travel to enjoy myself with my wife. Some people are saying that I'm sick. They really want to die. I will sign your condolence. Nyesom Wike does this thing freestyle. He enjoys it because he knows that there is nobody that can challenge him. God bless you, Lewechi, Nnamdi Kanu. Another person is Asari Dokubo. That will make it like 24 people. Nnamdi Kanu one, Asari Dokubo as well. Asari Dokubo and Wike, they know they see eye to eye. So when Nyesom Wike got back, the first opportunity that we have to hold the mic, he pieces Sowore. He even said that when people bribe people like Omoyele Sowore, he watered Sowore down. Sowore, that is a born radical with profound respect to him. Sowore was like, Alaye Oya Wirini, are you crazy? Me? How old are you? How old? Is it because you look old? I'm in my 50s. You are in your 50s. Forget about saying you look old with all the money that you get to. You don't do it. You could collect. Now, on the part of Sowore, there's something we call transfer of aggression. Sowore is already angry. Nigeria already almost finished Sowore. The court have seized his passport. He cannot travel to go and meet his wife and children in the United States. The DSS is dragging him. The police is dragging him. Tinubu is dragging him. So anything that has to do with Nigeria is dragging Omoyele Sowore. So Sowore himself, his body, soul, and spirit, have been looking for where to transfer that aggression, where to pour that anger. Now, so Nyesom Wike, the master of abuse, Nyesom Wike, the master of insult, Nyesom Wike, the one whose mouth never ceased to, insult people. That was how Nyesom Wike, the political basket mouth of Nigeria. That is how Nyesom Wike, the Elenu of Nigeria's political scene. Now, so he go trespass Omoyele Sowore. A man that is already angry. A man that is already, to use the word, finished. Now, so Nyesom Wike, as he dey waka, he don't insult everybody. Any small thing, Peter Obi collect, go. Atiku Igboga, Dino Melaye Igba, Aminu Tambuwa, Amaechi. When he fire Omoyele Sowore, Sowore was now like, thank you, my customer. Thanks for coming. That was how Sowore now faced Nyesom Wike. The anger of police IG, Egbetokun, that Sowore is fighting and he has no power over, the anger of the DSS people that Sowore is fighting, the anger of Bola Ahmed Tinubu that he has for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, all this aggravated anger and tension in the body of Omoyele Sowore, he just decided to release it on Nyesom Wike. Nyesom Wike, the man that knows how to insult and abuse, all of a sudden, Nyesom Wike, he dey collect what? He dey collect water. Sowore began to fire him back to back. And to back it up, let me go to the headline. On Sahara Reporters, I did a content analysis of their publication in 48 hours. That it was day before yesterday and the day before. All what was published on Sahara Reporters, over 12 report was on Nyesom Wike. Over 12. Sahara Reporter, over 12 within 48 hours. In fact, that particular post on Nyesom Wike can enter Guinness Book of Record. Fear who no fear Sowore. I'm telling you. Nyesom Wike believed that, oh, he has the monopoly of talk, monopoly of violence. But when Sowore decided to pour his anger on him, within 48 hours, yes, I'm live, surplus link, I'm live. Within 48 hours, Sowore made publication no less than 16 on Nyesom Wike. What were these publications about? It will surprise you. These publications were about the alleged corruption of Nyesom Wike. These publications were about some of the anomalies of Nyesom Wike. This publication, in fact, I didn't know that Nyesom Wike has a lot of skeleton in the cupboard like that. Not until Sowore reason in matter. That's why Sowore is a bad guy. Fear who no fear Sowore. If you know, sir, you don't chop. No near Sowore. Go and fight Obi. Obi is the easy one. If you know that you are looking for somebody to fight, your bone is strong, go and face Obi. Look at Reno Mokri. He has been attacking Peter Obi back to back. When Obi got angry, he said, I will sue you. Sowore don't have the time to say, I will sue you. Sue what? Does he have that time? He decided to open the records of Nyesom Wike. And when Sowore will open the record, oh, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Let me share some of the headline with you. I have them here. See. I have the headlines here. Let me share some of them with you. Just some of what was reported about Nyesom within 48 hours. In fact, if Nigeria were to be a sane country, they cannot make all those revelations and report about somebody within 48 hours, and that person will still be a minister. Sowore brought out a report where Nyesom Wike was threatening allegedly to kill INEC officials. He brought out the voice note. Sowore brought out the report where Nyesom Wike was allegedly threatening people and vowing to kill them. Let me read some of the headlines for you before we continue. Let me back it up with points. One of the headlines reads, Sowore replies me. You can see it on the screen. You can see the headline, Sahara Reporters. You can see it. You see all the headlines. You see it. All this is about Wike. All this headline that you are seeing is about Wike. All is about Wike. Within what? Within 48 hours. Let me read some of them for you. Sowore replies Minister Wike, criminals like you don't deserve leadership. You ought to be at ICC in The Hague. That's one headline. Another one. Sowore tackles Wike over Florida property purchase. Asks U.S. Attorney General, which is where I'm going to. After reading this headline, asks U.S. Attorney General to begin probe as FCT minister risked 30 years jail. I'm going to that analysis. If you've missed anything today, if you've missed your bus at the bus station, if you've missed your train, if you've missed a call, don't miss that analysis. That's US, Florida something. Don't miss it. I'm going into it after reading this headline. Don't miss it for anything. Now, another headline says, Sowore petitions Florida Attorney General over 3 properties allegedly linked to FCT Minister Wike bought by laundered public funds. Another, within 48 hours, all this headline that I'm reading is within 48 hours. So another headline reads, if you are watching me, you are yet to subscribe. Of course, subscription is free. Give me the subscription button, smash the notification button, like this video, press the love button, let other people get to see it, and let's continue to enjoy ourselves together. So do well to subscribe and turn on your notification button. Now, another headline: FCT Minister Wike. Wike accuses IGP monitoring team head Akinfakorede of being a killer. Says INEC petitioned police about his atrocity. You will recall that when Wike appeared on Channels TV, he spoke about Akinfakorede, he called him a killer. He spoke about General Saham. Yes, General Saham. Yes, so Wike spoke about General Saham. I have a video on that in my video catalog. Do well to catch up with it. Now, another headline within 48 hours, record breaking. It says police display 111 million, part of 360 million Governor Wike deployed to bribe electoral officials to rig Rivers election. Sowore was just digging up all these things. Again, let me read that for you. Police displays 111 million, part of 360 million Governor Wike deployed to bribe electoral officials to rig Rivers election. So that means that Wike allegedly deployed 360 million. Let me not go into the analysis of that. I don't want to be distracted. Because if I go into the analysis of that, I will fire on. Now, another one. Updated. Rivers State 300 million scam. Chief of Staff, Nyesom Wike, and Secretary to the Rivers State government detained by EFCC. That is another headline. Don't forget, I'm telling you what has happened all within 48 hours. That's why I fear a man like Sowore. Let me give you another headline. I would have given you like 10 now. Let me give you another one. Poll bribery scam. Governor Wike ordered me to collect 700 million naira from Fidelity Bank. That's another headline by Sahara Reporters. Another one. International NGO urges probe of corruption allegation against Tinubu's minister, Wike. Another one, flashback. Wike offered me billions of naira to compromise 2019 Rivers governorship election. General Jamil Saham. That's the general that I mentioned a few moments ago. Now, another headline. Sowore petitions Florida Attorney General. Seeks forfeiture of Wike's secret $6 million Florida mansions bought in cash. What am I trying to drive at? Within 48 hours. In fact, it is only a man like Sowore that can fight a man like Wike. Sowore's mouth ran faster than Wike. That is, Sowore is the only man that has break the record of making sure that his mouth run faster than that of Nyesom Wike. Sowore is the only man. Nyesom Wike has finished everybody and anybody except Omoyele Sowore. Sowore now became the weapon that was fashioned against Nyesom Wike. You know when they say weapon fashioned against you, that was what Sowore became in the life of Nyesom Wike. Now, what have I given you today? I've given you the evolution of Nyesom Wike. I've given you the conflict. I've given you how Nyesom Wike become a political giant. I've given you the conflict that Nyesom Wike has been into, the battle that he has fought. I've given you the case of him and Omoyele Sowore. I've given you the headlines. 48 hours, about 20 to 16 to 20 headline against Nyesom Wike within 48 hours. That has never happened. My dear sister Abosede Ojo, I see you. I see a lot of my favorite people in the comment section. God bless all of you. And somebody say, want to say your argument is fueled by misinformation, poor judgment, and anti-Wike sentiment. I can easily defend all the points you've made against Wike. I challenge you to a public life. God bless you. Come. Wait. Aturu Chuka Nwodu. I would like to have a public live debate with you tomorrow. I'm ready to suspend anything that I'm doing. Aturuchu Chuka Nwodu. Come and display your skill live. Come and what? Display your skill live. In fact, you must let me write your name down so that I won't forget. Aturu. Yeah. I'm a political scientist. I like if you challenge me. But know who you are coming to challenge. This is not an engineer talking politics, a political scientist with a PhD, 3 degrees from 3 continents. You must come live tomorrow. As at now, 547 people are watching me. Take note of Aturu Chuka Nwodu. He has challenged me to a live debate as regards Nyesom Wike. He said I am biased, that all the things that I'm saying is fueled by misinformation, poor judgment. Aturu Chuka Nwodu, I have accepted your invitation to a live debate, and Nigerian time tomorrow, it will be 9 p.m. Nigerian time. Aturudu Chuka Nwodu. In fact, let me give you the number that you should follow me up on, so that our communication will be easy for the live debate. Let me give you the number that you will follow me up on. No. Chimezi Eze, you said right on and ignore distraction. No, my brother. If I'm a political scientist with a PhD in political science, and somebody, I'm talking politics, an authority in the field, that earned 3 degrees from 3 continents, and I'm talking politics, and somebody that cannot pass for 101 says he wants to challenge me to a live debate, come and teach Two-Face how to sing. Come and teach Anthony Joshua how to fight boxing. Oh yeah, let me call out this number. Aturu Chuku, I've forgotten the name. Aturu Chuka Nwodu. Let me call this number so that you follow me. So that you make our communication easier. Tomorrow 9 p.m. You either come forward or forever remain silent. Aturu Chuka Nwodu. Sorry, my people, I must follow up with him. No, I can't ignore. Somebody will see, when you are an authority, you are an authority. You can't show, you expect that somebody will say, come, I challenge you to a live debate, and I will walk away on Nigerian politics. There was a time I was doing live. I was about closing the live session. Somebody dragged me to US politics. I came back the next day. I spent 5 hours, 15 minutes talking about US politics. Check the history of my live video. You will see it. 5 hours. Only me. 5 hours talking about US politics. 5 hours is there in my video catalog. 5 hours. So if you want to challenge me, I'm very ready. You must come, whether you like it or not. You must come. Aturu Chuka Nwodu, get your spare phone ready. Let me call out the number for you so that you can follow. In fact, make sure you say and you follow too, because we must have that debate tomorrow. By fire, by force. We must have it too. +55 13 99 666 6361. +55 13 99 666 6361. I will still open the phone line for people that want to contribute. You people that participate in my live session, you know the way we roll. I don't discriminate. If you call in now and you say you want to speak in favor of Nyesom Wike, you are welcome. You want to speak against Wike, it's up to you. But this one has challenged me personally, so you must come live. +55 13 99 666 6361. Heaven is bearing us witness. Over 500 people is bearing us witness. So you must come tomorrow. Now let me continue my analysis. And if you do not come tomorrow for that live session, anything that comes to my mouth, either cause or prayer, I know I will give you one. I must give you one, either cause or prayer. I must give you one. If you do not show up, you must show up. You must show up. That is it. So those were the publication that was brought out against Nyesom Wike within 48 hours. As never witnessed in the history of Nigeria political argument and fight. Nobody have been able to silence Nyesom Wike. God bless you. Person just give me money. In fact, it is uncommon for people to give me. Lewechi, God bless you. You gave me $4.99. That's about $5. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. What did they call this thing? Super chat or super sticker? God bless you, Lewechi. Great to have you here. Thanks for the gift. I appreciate it. Sowore was the only person that did that in the history of Nigeria's politics with Nyesom Wike. Now, what did Sowore do? Let me give you a story. Let me give you something. Some of you do not know. Sowore was orchestrating the arrest of Nyesom Wike in US What did I say? Sowore was planning the arrest of Wike in US. Let me tell you how it happened. There is the United Nations General Assembly, UNGA, that usually happen every year, whereby the leaders of all the countries across the world, they will meet in New York, they will debate global issues, regional issues. Presidents will meet themselves, for business, economic prospect, trade, investment, anything. All the presidents in the world, they shall gather in New York. Now, Sowore had lived in the US for so many years. Sowore knows the working of the United States. Sowore knows the in and out. You know that if you have lived in a country, some of you that have lived in UK for so many years, you understand the way UK. God bless you for pressing the love button, the person watching me. God bless you. Great to have you. Blaze says Aturuchuka is a boy or an apprentice in trading versus a PhD in politics. I can't wait for this. No, he must come forward though. In fact, see, my brilliant BSc student, BSc political science student, my brilliant BSc political science, we finish him within 5 minutes. My brilliant BSc political science student, all those BSc political science, we say their brain they hot. Not to talk of masters, PhD, Even I'm not talking of PhD student, I've bagged my PhD now years ago. You want to come and you must come forward, You must. If you don't come forward with that prayer, of course, I will give you one. That one I'm sure of. So Sowore, having know the workings of the United States, he knows the in and out. He knows what to say. He knows what to do. He knows the agency to contact. Now, Nyesom Wike was part of the people reportedly that were listed to accompany Bola Tinubu to United States for the United Nations General Assembly program. Wike was part of them, and some other governors and some other people. If you are going for if you are going for a function like that, you must not go alone as a president. You will go with some key governors. For instance, if you suspect that Germany will be interested in a mineral resources, and that mineral resources is located in Zamfara State, that particular journey, you must go with the governor of Zamfara State, so that when talk reach that particular level, you will do what? You can bring out the governor of Zamfara State. He too will be witnessing it. So it's a very important occasion. Nyesom Wike was reportedly one of the people listed to accompany Bola Tinubu to the United Nations General Assembly. Now, when Sowore got the information, was when all these their issues started. Lest I forget, it is not Sowore that leaked the case of the Florida mansions. It was reported by a platform called Africa Weekly. This thing that I'm saying, they are very verified. It was reported by Africa Weekly. That's the name of the platform that reported it. And when that platform reported it, People's Gazette that have been pressing Wike's neck, but they're not that successful like Sowore. People's Gazette have been unleashing some information about Wike, land grabbing, giving land to his families and his cronies and all that. When Sowore saw that Nyesom Wike is among those that will follow Tinubu to UNGA in New York, which is the United Nations General Assembly, Sowore was like, bam, God don't catch him. I know the workings of the United States. I know what to do. You, as to the follow Tinubu go, I will do all in my capacity to make sure they arrest you. That was the mission of Sowore. Some of you don't know that what God apparently used to save Wike was that all of a sudden, for reason best known to him, President Bola Tinubu decided that, well, he's not going. And he delegated his VP, Kashim Shettima, that, Shetty Bobo, go on my behalf, go and represent Nigeria. If Bola Tinubu said he's going, Nyesom Wike, if he did not have any intel, like any intelligence report, would have followed Tinubu to New York, where Sowore will be waiting for him, having pressed his button among the US authorities to make sure that Wike is arrested. That is how you would have just said breaking news. Wike arrested in New York over corruption charges. Wike arrested over 6 million naira luxury mansion corruption scandal. You know the way they frame all this headline. At the end of the day, you will do what? You will have to defend yourself. My brother Aturu Chukwunwo, make sure you save that number, because we must come to that live tomorrow. You must come to that live tomorrow. It will be live. So make sure that you hire me so that I can add you to the live something. What we will do tomorrow, thank you, 568 people are watching. What we'll do tomorrow is that it will be like a debate, right? Prepare your questions, prepare your line of questions. Okay, make sure you prepare questions, right? Then I already have my question in my head. I already have it. So I'm just giving you info to make it easy for you. Make sure you prepare your question. So if I fire you one, you two go fire me one. I'll give you 5 minutes to respond. You two, you give me 5 minutes. You understand? 50-50, no cheating. You understand? So come very prepared though. Make sure say you come very prepared because we'll make it happen live tomorrow. So if you don't if you don't get the number, tell me in the comment section that, oh, I missed it. Let me call it out again so I'll know that truly you have it, so that we can make it happen tomorrow by fire by force. See you tomorrow. But if you don't get the WhatsApp number, tell me. I will call it out. I will call it out again tomorrow. Let's make it happen like let me see, in Nigerian time that should be like 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Nigerian time. Yeah, 9 p.m. Nigerian time should make sense. So if you are watching me right now, don't miss that debate. Or if you miss it, you would have missed a lot in life. Make sure you don't miss it. So as I was saying, Wike, if he had traveled with, but if Bola Tinubu had gone and he had gone with him, Sowore was doing what? Was trying to orchestrate his arrest. This is not just, essay or something. Sowore himself said it on his platform. Sowore himself wrote it there that, oh, what God used to save you is because you didn't go to that United States. Now, can you kind of like ignore Omoyele Sowore? No, you can't ignore him. The reason why you can't ignore him is that Sowore has been in this game and Sowore has lived in the United States for so many years. Those kind of people, make sure that you don't dare them, because he already knows the working of the United States. Now, if Nyesom Wike had gone to US, what could have been in it for him? He would have risked, according to Sowore, I don't know the law that Sowore was relying on, but Sowore said he risked 30 years jail time. 30 years jail time for what? 3 mansions in Florida. According to the report by People's Gazette and Sahara Reporter, each of those mansions is worth $2 million. One, somebody should help me press calculator. $2 million, one mansion. What? $2 million. So in all, they are talking about $6 million. $6 million. So at the end of the day, what I would say is that, Nyesom Wike, if you have been trespassing people, if you have abused Peter Obi, this is just an advice before I continue. If you have abused Atiku, if you have abused Aminu Tambuwa, these people, they fit get steez, right? But please, somebody like Sowore that is already down and almost out, don't go near Sowore. And now that Nyesom Wike has even kept quiet, Sowore is still continuing. Now, what is the latest update? Sowore has sent the petition to US by email and in written. I want to try and open it for you, the petition. In fact, I will do my best to read it out for you, the 5-page petition that was written against Nyesom Wike to the state of Florida in the United States. 5-page petition, and they have sent it to DHL. I want to bring out the image for you. They have sent it to DHL today to Florida. This is it. Look at it. DHL. You see it? You see it? Against Nyesom Wike. Now, see. What can you see here? Adeyan Judeji, right? You can see it on his Facebook page. You see it? You can see it, the receipt sent to, you can see it, Florida. They DHL it all the way to Florida in United States. Sowore has nothing to lose at the moment. And what Sowore has done within a space of 24-48 hours. No opposition in Nigeria has been able to do it. Whether Labour Party, whether PDP, whether ADC, nobody. What Sowore has done single-handedly within 48 to 72 hours, no opposition in Nigeria has been able to do it. None. So it tells Nyesom Wike that if you are running mad, if you are running crazy, definitely you will meet your match one day. Do you know what it means that you are a minister in Nigeria? You are a sitting minister and they are firing arrows at you in faraway United States. Be a place that you have no control over. A place that you can't influence their judge. A place that you can't influence anything. And Sowore knows the UK system, the US system more than you. Is now destroying you. Sowore is naturally configured to be troublesome, or if you like, to be a destroyer. So Sowore may not be able to make you. You can say, oh, I want to become a senator. Sowore cannot make you. You have to go to the likes of Tinubu. But you are already a senator. They are looking for who to destroy you. Sowore can destroy you. Let me give you an example. Sowore was one of the people that made Goodluck Jonathan and destroyed him. When Yaradua was sick in Saudi Arabia, Sowore was making publications that favored Goodluck Jonathan's emergence. Oh, give power to Jonathan. Oh, this, that, this. When Jonathan became president, Sowore also fought Goodluck Jonathan. So much so that when Buhari won the election, some of you would have forgotten, when Buhari won the presidential election, Sowore arrived at the collation center of Buhari and where the supporters of Buhari were collating their own results after Buhari had been declared. Sowore appeared there, and all these Awusaful and everybody, they were hailing him. Sowore, Sowore, Sowore. Because why? The publications that he was making against Goodluck Jonathan back to back was instrumental in shaping public opinion. The publications are still there. If you go to Sahara Reporters, you type in some keywords, you will find all the publications there. Sowore was eating Goodluck Jonathan back to back per seconds. At the end of the day, his action helped in the emergence of Muhammadu Buhari. When Buhari became president, Sowore fought him again. We all know the story. It's still very fresh in our memory. Buhari left. He died. Tinubu is there now. Sowore is fighting him again. So that fight, it did Sowore blood. Wike, wait dey your own blood na craze. But for Sowore, wait dey in blood na fighting spirit. There's a difference between having craze in your blood and having the fighting spirit. It's two different things. What Sowore has in his blood is the fighting spirit. No matter who you are, Sowore is the David. Most of the people that Sowore have been fighting, they are bigger than him. They are the Goliath. Sowore is the David. He has the fighting spirit. He will fight and make sure he fights and make sure he continues fighting. What Nyesom Wike has is craze. You know, people will say they no say they just dey crazy. Sometimes they no go think, they go just act. That is what this guy have. Nyesom Wike. But what Sowore have is fighting spirit. If you be the type wey get craze, you have a short lifespan. You are like a mosquito. If you are the type that what you have is craze, mosquito have short lifespan. 1 day, 2 days, you don't die. But when you dey effective, if you suck that person, na malaria. But somebody that has a fighting spirit, like a lion or a leopard targeting its prey. You know, when a lion or an eagle is looking at you from the top and is targeting you, the eagle will be strategizing. When the eagle will come down with speed, if you are not careful, you are gone. That's the difference between Sowore and Wike. Sowore has fighting spirit. Never say die spirit. It will not leave you. It will press your neck. You go scream for life. Sowore will still continue to press your neck. That is one thing about Omoyele Sowore. Now, let us go to that property in Florida. What is the argument about that property? Nyesom Wike said that property belongs to his wife and children. Now I'm going into another realm of analysis now. Wike said on Channels TV that this property belongs to my wife and children. My wife's family are very rich people. So if my wife has a parent and they decide that they want to give property to them, so what? I can't stop my children's grandparents from giving them properties. That was the argument of Nyesom Wike on Channels TV. Now, let us break something down as regards that argument. Now, Nyesom Wike said his family are American citizens. The question is, if they are American citizens, is it by naturalization or by birth? Did they naturalize to become American, or they were Americans by birth? Were they born in America, or they acquired the citizenship of the United States? If they are not American by, if they are Nigerian by birth, Nyesom Wike's wife can be a judge in appeal court. Some people have been mixing it together. They'll say, oh, she's an American citizen and she's a judge in the appeal court. How come? No, it's not possible. No, it is possible. You know, I usually say it on this platform. We don't like anybody, we don't hate anybody. What we say is the truth. That you are an American citizen does not stop you from being a judge in Nigeria. What is important is, how did you acquire that citizenship? If Nyesom Wike's wife, my Lord Justice Suzette Eberechi Wike, if she was born in the United States, or one of her half-parents, maybe father or mother, is a United States citizen, definitely she would automatically be a U.S. citizen. But that Wike wife, why they see, does not look like half UK, half US citizen. No. Because if you look like somebody like Ramsey Noah, that famous actor that used to act movie, you see that this one, it be like saying a half caste. You understand? If you look at I'm looking for another reference now. There are some people that you see it in them that, oh, this one now half caste. But looking at Wike's wife, with profound respect, that woman, looking at her fellow Nigerian, she's like somebody that was bred and brought up in Nigeria. How she acquired the American citizen, I don't know. I won't tell you what I don't know. But there was a document released by Africa Weekly where they said that she claimed that she is of the Democratic Party in the United States. What is the Democratic Party? The Democratic Party is the party of Barack Obama. The Democratic Party is the party of Joe Biden. The Democratic Party is the party of Kamala Harris. Now, this is where the problem is. The government in power now is the Republican Party, which is what? The party of US President Donald Trump. And in the history of American politics, anything that is of the Democrat is more like a poison to the Republican. So at the end of the day, if they are reviewing Nyesom Wike, if they are reviewing Nyesom Wike's wife document, immediately the voice of Donald Trump, some of all these Republican guys that have taken over United States, if they are reviewing the document associated with that property, immediately they see Wike's wife, that she declares that she's a bona fide member of the Democratic Party. That one has already created problem for her. Because why? Trump is a crazy guy. Anything Democrat, Trump does not want to see it. He doesn't want to hear it. He doesn't want to smell it. So if Nyesom Wike's wife had declared that maybe she's a Republican, maybe she can be favored one way or the other. But declaring that you are a Democrat and it's written in your document, they will use the full wrath of the law on you. You cannot escape it. So that is what I see that may go wrong for Justice Suzette Eberechi Wike. And do you know the problem with these people? The US government, they no send you. All these Western countries. Why? Nigeria no get level. Netanyahu, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, can commit all the crime in this world. He can invade Palestine, invade this, kill this one, bomb that one, destroy this one. Because he's a baby of the United States. He can do anything and get away with it. Benjamin Netanyahu has been committing a lot of crime. Some of you that follow global politics will understand what I'm saying. The world will say, Netanyahu don't kill. We say, I will kill. We go and kill. The US will still protect him. Look at this recognition of two-state solution, right? The world, the UK and some other global countries, France and all that, they are saying, oh, let's have a two-state solution. What did Netanyahu say? Netanyahu says, no. What did the US say? The US said, no. The US vetoed it. So, Israel, in the person of Benjamin Netanyahu, it get level. Now, let us go to Nigeria and the countries that they call Global South. Again, my brother, Aturu Chukwumodu, you must come to that live tomorrow. You must come to that live. You by fire, by force, you must come, oh, because I'm waiting for you. You must come and have that debate with me, oh. You will not fall sick, you will not die, oh, in Jesus' name. I want to have you here. It will be very hot that tomorrow. Don't miss it, oh. Nobody should miss that debate for any reason. Now, Benjamin Netanyahu can do anything and get away with it. But if you are the president of some countries that they don't like you, even if you know sin, you go collect if care is not taken. Look at it. This president of, I think, Philippines, the president of Philippines, what offense has that man committed that is standing trial in ICC? Compare it to the offense that Benjamin Netanyahu has committed. Look at it from that angle. So, you coming from a country where, if we no go deceive ourselves, we no get level. We profound respect to Nigeria. In all these countries, Nigeria no get level. Now, just Grace Adewoye say, how will you get me tomorrow? Just subscribe, turn on your notification button. I will put out the flyer. Immediately I come live, definitely you would see me live tomorrow. Then you can just watch in, and hopefully by the grace of God, I'll be live with my dear brother, what is his name? Aturu Chuka Nwodu. You know, I would be live with him. Okay. God bless you. He has messaged me. God bless you, Aturu Chuka Nwodu. Let me read his message out to you. He said, good evening, sir. I'm Aturu Chuka Nwodu, the young man who challenged your opinions on Wike and challenged you to a debate. So, great. I have his contact, so I can follow up with him so that we make it happen tomorrow. So, you guys should watch out for us by 9 tomorrow, 9 p.m. Nigerian time tomorrow. 9 p.m. Nigerian time. So I will add him to the live through his YouTube channel. So as I'm coming live, we'll be coming live together tomorrow by the special grace of God. 9 p.m. Let's make it happen tomorrow. Okay, so just subscribe, turn on your notification button. So immediately I come live, you will be notified and you can join. And I promise you, it will be very interesting. You know, you said first and foremost, I would like to clarify that my intention. Don't worry, my brother. You don't need to clarify anything. You know, let's debate tomorrow. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's have it live. Let's have fun. You know, tomorrow you would have learned from me. Maybe I would have had one or two things to learn from you as well. So come and tell us what you think that I should have said that have not been said. And some of the people that are here will also be live. So they are Nigerians too. All these things happened right in their presence. There's no 2-year-old child watching me. So they would assess what you are saying, that okay, whether it is true or not. As Nyesom Wike fought all those people, oh no, he hasn't fought this one, he hasn't fought that one. You can say, so it will be interesting. Tomorrow, Aturu Chuku, I saw your message. Tomorrow, by the grace of God, we make it happen. So now, as I was saying, because Nyesom Wike is coming from the Nigerian angle and his wife affiliation with the Democrat, that is an issue. That is one. Two is that Nyesom Wike's wife, is it citizenship by birth? Now, that is one. Let us go to the family. Parents can give somebody property worth of $2 million. You get as those grandparents go rich. rich, as in e get as dem go dey very rich and wealthy, because it is reported that they have 3 properties in Florida. 3 properties, each worth $2 million US. So let us imagine that Nyesom Wike said, oh, the father and mother of his wife gave the properties to his wife and his children. That means that for them to give property worth $6 million, that means that Nyesom Wike's in-laws must be one very big billionaire. In fact, they must almost be billionaire in dollars in terms of net worth. In terms of their net worth, they must be billionaire in dollars. So the big question is, Nyesom Wike's wife, the family, are they billionaire in dollars? That is the question. This is a family that most people would know in Rivers State. People that are from Rivers State, they would know at least Wike, his wife family. She would have gone to school with some people. Maybe those people are afraid to come out. But it will be interesting to know the net worth of Nyesom Wike's in-law, their net worth, before they can give Nyesom Wike's children house that is worth $2 million each, allegedly 3 of it, amounting to $6 million US. And let us break it down on another level. For instance, let's assume that my Lord Justice, with profound respect to her, Nyesom Wike's wife, my Lord Justice Suzette Eberechi Wike, let's assume that she comes from a family of 4, averagely of 4 or 3. Let's say 3. Let me use 3. Let's say, what I mean by that is, Susan Eberechi's father and mother gave birth to 3 children on average. I know that it may have been more than that. The father may be a polygamist. So he may have 2 wives. He may have more than 3 children, but let's just use 3 on average. Now, those 3 children, they are adults like Suzette Eberechi Wike. Suzette Eberechi Wike has 3 children, Jordan, Joaquin, and Jasmine. That is 3 children. Jordan, 2 boys, 1 girl. Jordan, Joaquin, Jasmine. Now, let's assume that Nyesom Wike's Suzette Eberechi's brother and sister, the 2 of them, and Suzette Eberechi making 3. Let's assume that they too, they have 3 children each. That will give us 9. Now, let me re-explain. Suzette Eberechi's father and mother, assuming that they have 3 children. Suzette Eberechi has 3 children on her own, that is 3. Her siblings have 3 children each, that is 3, 6, 9. So that means that if Nyesom Wike's in-law are still alive, they would have an approximate of 9 grandchildren. Now, that 9 grandchildren, what does it give us? It means that for you to give Nyesom Wike's children house that worth allegedly $2 million US, that means that at least you would have the capacity to give to 9 people. Because you cannot give Wike's children house of $2 million and you won't give other people. You cannot give Nyesom Wike's children house of $2 million as his in-law, the father and mother of his wife. And at the end of the day, you will not have what it takes to give other people that are the same grandchildren, just as Jordan, Joaquin, and Jasmine are your grandchildren. So at the end of the day, what you would have is 9 people. So if you have given Jordan, Joaquin, and Jasmine $2 million house each, the big question is, what happened to the rest of the grandchildren have you given to them? So how we can get fact about the matter is, if you look at Suzette Eberechi, my Lord Justice, if you look at our brothers and sisters, their children, if they don't have house that are worth 100 million naira, then Nyesom Wike's argument is flawed. If they don't have house, then you can see that this house worth 100 million naira, not to talk of $2 million, then Nyesom Wike's argument is flawed. That is one way to examine it. But in all of this, the EFCC have been what? Have been silent. That is one thing about this thing. The EFCC have been silent. So did Nyesom Wike's in-law, the father of my Lord Justice Suzette Eberechi, Nyesom Wike, did they give other grandchildren house in the United States? How rich is the father and mother of my Lord Justice Suzette Eberechi Wike? Where did they work? What was their salary? How did they acquire the house in Florida? How many houses did they have in Florida? What is their net worth at the moment? Because before you can give somebody house that worth $2 million, it must reflect in your car, the kind of car that you have in your garage, the kind of house that you live in, the kind of friends that you have, the kind of clothes you wear, your net worth. We speak to it whether you are speaking the truth or not. So Nyesom Wike himself, that's why it's not good to always basket mouth. Nyesom Wike has given a public argument which is not easy to reverse on. The public argument of Nyesom Wike is not easy for him to reverse that particular argument. Now, you cannot say, oh, it is, I did business, and it is the proceeds of that business that I used to buy the house. No, you have said it voluntarily that those houses were given. Those houses were given. So, and you have mentioned the people that gave to that particular house. So the big question is, those people, do they worth $6 million that house is worth? 6 million US dollars. 6 million US dollars is 9 billion naira. So that means that if we see the father and mother of UK's wife, my Lord Justice Suzette Eberechi Wike, if we see our father and mother today, we must be seeing money. There must be a mini Otedola of some sort. There must be a mini Dangote of some sort. There must be a mini Boa. You know that Boa cement guy. There must be a mini Boa cement of some sort. If not, then there is a problem. So that's why I said that, you see, the history books usually start and end with something. When political superstars will emerge, history will have it that, oh, for instance, Nyesom Wike, he studied law, he became the local government chairman, Amaechi worked against Goodluck Jonathan, he got sympathy vote. That is his evolution. I hope that when Nyesom Wike's downfall story will be written, I hope Sowore's case will not be in the history book as what led to the downfall of Nyesom Wike. Nyesom Wike can either die naturally, and his story will end there. If he dies naturally, if God kills him by himself, his story will end there. That, oh, he became Minister of FCT and, God took him out. That's the end. But at the end of the day, if he falls, I just hope that Sowore will not feature in the history book as the architect of Wike's downfall. Why do I say so? If you submit anything to the US, they will investigate. They will investigate. Let me tell you something. They will investigate. It's not like Nigerian government. Some of you that are watching me from diaspora that have lived abroad, you understand what I'm saying. Abroad, if you go online, if you pick the email of the governor of the state of Florida, if you email him, hi governor, if you are saying something sensible, that governor will respond to you. The governor of the state of Florida in United States will respond to you. But ordinary local government chairman in our country home, Nigeria, you can't even have access to him. You can't even say anything. When you see him, you can't even move close to him because he will be surrounded by thugs. He will be surrounded by people that are hailing him politically. How Tunji says, your analysis is plausible, simply common sense, strongly enough to flood the minister's argument. The minister's argument is too weak because apparently, I don't believe that Suzette Eberechi's parent, with profound respect to them, I don't believe that right now they worth 6 million US dollars, 9 billion naira. And for Nyesom Wike to have a pass mark, at least the house is worth 6 billion US dollars. That means that my Lord Justice Suzette Eberechi's parent must be worth at least, let's say, like 250 billion. Their net worth, if they investigate them, they must be worth about 250 billion Then, if they are worth about 250 billion, you can say, okay, these people, they are sufficiently rich enough to give somebody something of 9 billion naira. Particularly since that person is their blood. Since Jordan, Joaquin, and Jasmine are their grandparents, they are their grandchildren, it is okay for them to give them something of 9 billion. If you have 250 billion, if you can't give your grandchildren 9 billion, then you are a useless grandparent, isn't it? So it makes sense. But if Suzette Eberechi's parents, if they are not alive, go and look at their siblings. Eberechi's brother, Eberechi's sister, what is their net worth? What did they inherit from their parents when they died? What did they inherit? If Nyesom Wike's in-law are no longer alive, when they died, what was their net worth? What properties did they leave behind? What did they give? Where is their will? What was written in their will as at the time that they died? What was written there? So that's why it's not always good to basket mouth. Nyesom Wike's argument of standards is weak. Look at it, for instance. He was speaking about Rolls Royce. Seun Okinbaloye asked him, he said, Minister, you own a Rolls Royce. Did you bought it or you were given? He said, I bought my Rolls Royce. Yes, Seun said, how were you able to afford a Rolls Royce? He said, I bought it. Seun said, with which money? Wike responded, with which money? With which money? I come from a very, a very rich background. My father was a general manager of many companies. My dear people of God, Rolls Royce worth between 600 million to 1 billion, depending on the year and the feature. Rolls Royce worth between 600 million to 1 billion, depending on, as they say in Nigerian street parlor, depending on what he carry come. Wetin he carry come, the features in the body of that Rolls Royce, it depends. So it can range from 600 million to 1 billion. So the big question is, Nyesom Wike's father, how rich he is? I've seen the picture of Wike's father. He was wearing like a red round neck. He has small pot belly like this. Apologies, so I mean no disrespect. That man that I'm looking at, that man worth 500 million, sha. I don't think he has maybe 200 million. And if he has, maybe it's Wike that gave him. If he has, from the look of the man. So if you say your father is the general manager of many companies, which of the companies did you put you in charge? Which of the companies are you the chairman of the board of directors? What is the dividend that those companies are declaring yearly? What is the profit that those companies are making every year? What is the profit that those companies are making? Okay, your father is a general manager of many companies. It's okay. Is your father the owner of those companies as at when he was general manager of those companies? Is he like Dangote? Dangote sugar, Dangote salt, Dangote spaghetti, Dangote cement, Dangote petroleum. So if your father is Dangote, the general manager of many companies, did he put you in charge? Are you the firstborn? Are you the only child? And he put you in charge of all those companies. So you are Wike Dangote. It means that Dangote cement, they are reporting to you. You know, the dividend of the shares, the profits they are making annually, the board is reporting to you. Is it that Dangote salt, they are reporting to you? Dangote refinery, they are reporting to you. So based on you being in management of Dangote salt, Dangote sugar, Dangote cement, Dangote this, Dangote that, and your father is Dangote, that was where you now have access to humongous money to afford a car that is worth between 600 million to 1 billion. Again, Nyesom Wike's argument is too soft in that regard. Because is your dad truly the general manager of many companies? Because all these things, you can go away with it when Bola Tinubu is the president. But if power mistakenly change hands, what the government that doesn't like you will use to finish you, you have already given it to them. Let's imagine that Peter Obi wins in 2027, or Atiku Abubakar or Rabiu Kwakwanso. If he wins in 2027, at the end of the day, that 2027 that he had won the election, what they will use to tackle you, you have already given it to them. You know, you have already given it to them. You have given it to them. So what will you use to defend yourself? You know? RF Tunj, Rifa Tunji or something. Don't worry, you know. I have his contact here. He has messaged me. You witness it tomorrow. Don't miss it too. You know. In fact, apart from asking question, I want to feel his substance. I want to hear what he wants to. And if he's a supporter of Wike, if he thinks I'm not supporting Wike enough, I'd like to hear him. Come and express yourself about Wike. What is it that I'm supposed to say that I've not said? That is what gives this platform balance. And I love to be fair to everybody. You know, so it makes sense like that. He will come tomorrow by the grace of, and it's live. You will see his face as you are seeing my face. You know, let us hear from him. Maybe it's Wike's family now, we don't know. Maybe he belongs to the family of Susete Berechi Wike, we don't know. So let's give him chance, okay? And let's give him an open mind to come and say what he wants to say, what is the lie. Thank God, all of you are adults. Some of you know these things. Then there will be question and answer segment. And that question and answer segment, that is my own time. First, I will give him time. What do you have to say, this and that? You will say it. You guys will listen to it. I'll just be reading the comment section. Then after that, there will be question and answer. Okay, you said this. Let me fire you question. Oh yeah, you to fire me question. Let me answer your question tomorrow by the special grace of God. So as I was saying, you are the general manager of many companies. Your father is general. Which companies? Is it that your father worked in that company and was paid? What was the salary of your father? What was the gratuity of your father? So for me, if you look at it, the argument is very, very flawed. That is why you have to first of all learn how to fight before you go on a battle. Strategy is important. Skill is important. So what is the worth of your father that you are able to afford a Rolls Royce? And don't forget that before you can afford a Rolls Royce, some things would have happened in your life. For instance, now, if you be, as they call it in the street parlance, new taker, you know, if you just see money now and you go and buy Rolls Royce. No. For somebody like Nyesom Wike, your house must complement the Rolls Royce. So in other words, how many cars do you have? It's not only the Rolls Royce. The Rolls Royce is one of your cars. Then we'll go to how many cars do you have? You have 10 cars, you have 20 cars. What is the worth of each of these cars? That compounds Wike's problem. That's why if I'm able to see Wike and I'm able to give him an advice, the advice that we give him is learn to keep your mouth shut. That's one advice that I'll give Wike. That, Your Excellency, my dear brother, sir, if I'm to advise you as a political scientist, having assessed you and everything about you, the first thing is learn to keep your mouth shut. It's not everything that you will respond to. It's not every battle that you will fight. Because for you to be driving a Rolls Royce, you said you bought it with your money. What other cars do you have? For instance, let me go to Sowore's page. He published something today that, you know, I felt pity for Wike. You know, I'm like, this guy fuck up. Like in my mind, I'm like, Wike, this guy fuck up. Do you know why? Omoyele Sowore published something today. An hotel in Port Harcourt. If you see that hotel, you will believe you are in abroad. That hotel is a first class, you know what they call first class hotel in Port Harcourt. They call it J's something. Let me see whether I will get it. J's something something. Luxurious hotel. Look, this will not be all these. Yeah. I've seen it. Let me try and show you. Wike is saying that now, Sowore is saying that it is Wike that owns this hotel, Jay's signature hotel, and I want to play the video for you now. Sowore is saying that this Jay's signature hotel, that Nyesom Wike named it after his son, and it reflects Wike's obsession with Jay. You know his son is Jordan, Joaquin, Jasmine, three J's, right? And this hotel is now called Jay's Hotel. Let me try my best to show you the picture. Look at this masterpiece, for God's sake. Just imagine this hotel, like, just imagine in Port Harcourt. Look at this kind of edifice. Look at it. You see? Look at, I'll play you the video. That's the inside. Look at the exterior. That's how many story building? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-story building. A giant hotel. Then he attached Wike's picture. Let us watch the video of that I will show you inside the hotel. I will try and play the video twice. I won't play it more than. There's a very short video of 26 seconds. I will play it twice for you. Don't forget that Nyesom Wike was chairman of Obiakpo. He has always been in public office almost all his adult life. Immediately he finished from law school, he joined politics, and he has been occupying one position or the other. How did you afford this kind of hotel if you are truly the owner? Jay's signature hotel. Let me try and put it well so that you can see now. I'm playing the video. Look at it. Jay's signature. Oh, I hope you guys can see it. I hope you can manage to get a view of it. You can see the interior. Look at it. See the interior. This one not be Yeye Hotel though. No be. Look at the. Look, see masterpiece. See swimming pool. See interior. You won't die. Almost see levels. This one not be small boy something. No. Look at it. The hotel is priced at 250,000 a night. And I think one of my brother here is saying, Lewechi is saying 270,000 a night. One night. 270,000. In a country whereby minimum wage is 70,000. One night. 270,000 naira. It shows how luxurious that hotel is. Let me play the video for you again. Look at it. No be small hotel o. Almost see levels. See interior. You know, Chris. See her. You dey see her? See interior. Hey. You dey see her? See swimming pool. See levels. You dey see her so? You dey see her? So the question is that your father is a manager of many companies. You get money, you buy Rolls Royce. You have this hotel. Your father must be very, very popular. That many companies must be in the realm of the hotel dollars or Dangote. Another person is saying signature hotel is not cheap. As night for a regular room goes between 270 to 350K one night. That means that if you want to spend 10 days there, just 10 days, you would have spent millions of naira. Millions of naira. Look at how deep Sowore is going. The Sowore that you could have ignored. If to say you chop and you know say you don't chop, wetin go cost you when you ignore Sowore? Let's be sincere with ourselves. Wetin go cost you? But you want to abuse this one, abuse that one, abuse this before you know it. And let me tell you something. From my lens as a political scientist, why is Nyesom Wike's secret? Why is he leaking? Let me give you an instance. You see, the difference between these politicians is the difference between 6 and half a dozen. For instance, Nyesom Wike is apparently stupendously rich. Abubakar Bukola Saraki is not a poor guy. But why are issues about him not leaking per seconds? Because why? He dey comport himself. You know they fight this one, fight that one. You were once with Rotimi Amaechi. He knows some of your secret. Some of Amaechi boys, they know your secret. In fact, Fubara, the latest guy where you deal with, similarly Fubara, he worked with you. Before you go fit bring somebody say come and be governor, that person go don't know, now go don't dey reach some certain level. So this thing that all this secret is just leaking, Wike has this, Wike has that, it shows that you have not chosen your battle wisely. If you have chosen your battle wisely, all this your secret will not leak. Nobody that doesn't have secret. Atiku has a secret. Aminu Tambuwa, no, most of them, they don't chop. There's no saying that El Rufai will have his secret. All of them. Bukola Saraki, name them, any one of them. But all these people, they are not facing what Wike is facing because they maintain their champion. They maintain that. They know when to pause, they know when to fight, they know when to withdraw. Do you want to tell me that Akpabio is not rich? In fact, if you tell me that Akpabio is richer than Wike, I won't argue it with you. But why is Akpabio's secret not leaking all over the place? Because he will fight Natasha, but he won't fight people in his state. Rather, he will win them to his side. He will fight Natasha, but he won't fight the leaders of the Niger Delta. He won't abuse a former president. He won't abuse a former governor. The only time where Akpabio go get energy now with Natasha Akpoti, now that one be customer. My customer, regular customer. But apart from that, you will not see Akpabio cross his boundary. So, some of his secrets are being kept because he has been able to maintain a good relationship with people that can expose such secrets. We're talking about political behavior here. But as for Nyesom Wike, he has not been able to maintain a good relationship with some of the people that knows this secret. For instance, Rotimi Amaechi said it on the media some time ago that Nyesom Wike spent no less than 50 million naira. 50 million naira. On what? On alcohol. 50 million naira on alcohol every year. 50 million. Will you say that Amaechi doesn't know what he's saying? He was also your guy, you as chief of staff, he knows you in and out, he knows you very well. He get as fight go reach before Amaechi go talk that kind of thing. For instance, Nyesom Wike went on channels and said, oh, Amaechi's wife got a contract for Niger Delta, 3 billion or something like that they should bring out the Niger Delta report. If you are bold enough to say that, to leak out people's secrets, don't worry. They will come for you too. They have your secret. Of course. They have your secret as well. That is why some of this secret is leaking about Nyesom Wike, unfortunately for him. Because there are some things that, for instance, People's Gazette were publishing C of O. That, oh, Nyesom Wike has this, he has awarded this land, awarded that. Maybe it's true or not, I don't know. What I don't know, I will say I don't know. But People's Gazette said he is sharing land, this, that, this. And they were publishing the C of O, publishing all the document. How did such a sensitive document leak? It shows that your inner circle, there is a problem. It shows that in your disciple, there is a Judas. So long as you dey fire people, so long as you dey hurt them, so long as you dey throw stone at Fubara, so long as you dey frustrate in life, so long as you dey ridicule the guy, so long as you dey abuse Amaechi, dey abuse Atiku, they will come for you. They will come for you. And at the end of the day, Omoyele Sowore is now like the weapon that is fashioned against you. So, I think the argument of Wike, if at the end of the day, power change hands, that's why this thing will make Nyesom Wike to go all out, to be ruthless in 2027. Whether anybody likes it or not, it's a personal battle. Bola Tinubu must win, by fire, by force. Because if he doesn't win, Wike is finished. Straight to prison. Straight, non-negotiable. Imagine, say, Atiku Abubakar win the election. One of his first command will be arrest that Wike. Imagine Peter Obi, where you don't disgrace, where you don't finish. Imagine that Obi now wins the election. But let us imagine something, say, Atiku win the election. Akpabio fit no go jail. Because why? He know in way. Akpabio will sit in the Senate chamber. If he be say today na Atiku birthday, he go call her. Afa, Alaji, happy birthday, sir. It's me, the Senate president. We are all in the PDP together. I just said I should say hi to you, wish you happy birthday. Why? He's preparing for the raining day. If you send a text message and say, happy birthday, former vice president, wish you long life and prosperity from Senate president. Why? They build the relationship from experience. Peter Obi, if they do birthday, you could dey surprise, say, this guy, Akpabio, he go call him. Say, Obi Terente, Alpha, how you dey? Happy birthday, my brother. Long life and prosperity. More years. I just say make I older you. But I still be Betis too. I still be Tinubu boy. That election, you go still lose am. But still, you be my guy. I just say make I older you, say happy birthday. Why? He knows what he's doing. Those are smart politicians. In such a way that if anything happen, bad as it bad, say anything go happen, Atiku go mistakenly win or Obi win, Akpabio go get where he go hibernate himself. Let me give you an example. The game Samuel Ortom played was what kept him away from prison. The Buhari boys, based on this anti-grazing law or something at that point in time, Samuel Ortom, immediate past governor of Benue State, the Buhari boys were determined that if anybody do not go to jail, this Ortom, as you leave that office, you they go jail. Have you seen when Hausa Fulani are investing in election of another state? They mean Ortom, say this Ortom, all those Mietiala, all these people. They went to bring the Reverend Father, I said earlier, they went to go and find him. At the end of the day, he emerged. Do you know why Ortom is not in jail or facing EFCC charges or all these things? Because during the election, he don't look, say, let me play safe. Make I align with this Tinubu guy. That is what is giving him protection. So smart politicians, they don't fight to finish. Smart politicians don't fight like a mad person. They fight small and live to fight another day. They leave room for settlement. But as of today, Wike has fought Atiku Abubakar in such a way that they can never settle. He has fought Rotimi Amaechi in such a way that they can never settle. If you are watching me, subscribe to this channel, turn on your notification button. There's a live debate tomorrow between me and my brother Aturu Chuka Unwodu. There's a live debate tomorrow, so turn on your notification button so you don't miss it for anything. 9 p.m. Nigerian time. We'll be coming live together, okay? Let's hear what he has to say. So, Nyesom Wike, as far as, he don't fight anybody fightable. So if power mistakenly change hand, there's nowhere for him to hide his tent, unfortunately for him. And that is why I usually say that if I talk politician in Nigeria, it's not about money, it's not about violence. Nigerian politician believes in money and violence. No, get intelligent people and have listening ears. If Nyesom Wike has a political strategist by his side and he has listening ears, they would have told him, Oga, tread softly. No, you are doing too much. Oga Wike, calm down. If he has listening ears, he will ask, why did you say I should calm down? Okay. This. You say, okay. But somebody like Wike, even if you are his political strategist, if you tell him to calm down, he will rubbish you. He will rubbish you. So what am I saying? Nyesom Wike failed to choose his battle wisely. Now, Nyesom Wike has created problem for his wife. What do I mean by that? If you have a property, I'm going into another realm of analysis now. If you have property, there are some people that you must declare your assets. If you are a judge, if you are a permanent secretary in all these ministries in Abuja, if you are a governor, a deputy governor, if you are a minister, if you are a judge, I think they've even extended to commissioners. I think they've extended to commissioners now. Commissioners in state, they do declare their asset as well. Now, if you fall into any of this category, you must declare your asset. Nyesom Wike's wife was promoted to the Court of Appeal about maybe 1 or 2 years ago. It was when Bola Tinubu became president that Nyesom Wike's wife was promoted or was appointed as an appeal court judge. I think she's an high court judge before. Then now she's an appeal court judge. Now this is where the problem is. Any property that is traced to you or that you've mentioned publicly, did my Lord Justice Suzette Eberechi Wike, did my Lord put those properties in an asset declaration form? That's why I said, for Nyesom Wike, I pity him sincerely. There's too much loopholes. If you rise to that level in politics, you have to be strategic. If you rise to that level in politics, you have to be very dynamic. If you rise to that level, you have to be unpredictable. You have to maintain your steez. You have to act more and speak less. You have to be unpredictable. You know, you should see all but say nothing. You should be the type that you will see all but say nothing. But in this case, there are too many loopholes. My Lord Justice Suzette Eberechi Wike, that woman, with profound respect to her, I admire her. Why do I admire her? Despite the fact that the husband is the crazy type, she has tried her best to stay away from scandal. She has tried her best to stay away from problem. You will never hear her abuse anybody. You will never hear her fight anybody. You will never hear her talk about anybody. You will never hear her, abuse anybody or have any problem with anybody. Suzette Eberechi Wike is like Atiku's wife, Titi Abubakar. You will never hear Titi Abubakar have problem with anybody. And she has been in the realm of power for so long. She's very connected. So my Lord Justice Suzette Eberechi Wike has tried to be a woman of substance and steez. You will not see her have any problem with anybody. But at this point in time, if you have husband will be say one boat they lose for in head, he go just, once that boat lose like this, he go just they create problem. He go just they fight everybody. He go just they misbehave. He go just they insult people. You will run into problem. That is why now the woman Jeje, she say, I'm a Democrat. All the document is out now. Now they would, when the US government is calling people to come and account, they will call my Lord Justice Suzette Eberechi Wike, a woman that has maintained perfect silence. So you not go even know say she get money. You know that there are some wife of big people, when you see them, you know that this one, her husband get money, now she the chopper. This one he get level. But that's Suzette Eberechi, my Lord Justice of the appeal court, with profound respect to her. No, I don't disrespect people. That's one thing about me. I can talk about you, and I can talk about any public official. The people I cannot talk about are private citizens. If you're a private citizen, I won't talk about you. But me as a political scientist, that I know about the social contract theory and the evolution of state, so long as you put yourself out in public office, I can speak about you. But we never abuse you. Because why? I'm trained in that regard. I have a lot to say, I have a lot to dissect, so I don't abuse people. So with profound respect to my Lord Justice Suzette Eberechi Wike, I admire that woman. Let me tell you. I admire her because it's not easy to marry a man like Wike and you will not have any problem to your name. You have never heard that, oh, Suzette is fighting so person. Suzette is in problem with... In fact, Rotimi Tinubu, our darling first lady, happy birthday at 65. She doesn't have the kind of calmness that Suzette Eberechi Wike has. If you search Rotimi Tinubu, you will still find one problem or the other with her. Whether she's saying, oh, we'll inherit the Igbos. Whether you shall find something. But Suzette Eberechi Wike, I know when how Wike they toast that woman self. Waiting attract Wike. Waiting attract that woman to Wike. Because they are just like contrast. They are like what an opposite. Suzette is calm. If Suzette is crazy, you go don't hear from am all this while. Suzette is unusually calm, Wike is unusually crazy. Now, Wike, out of his craziness, has created problem for Suzette Eberechi Wike, because what is in her asset declaration form when she was being appointed as the judge of the Court of Appeal? What did she list in that asset declaration form? Were Florida assets, were they listed there? Is there something that they have that was not listed there? If it is not listed there, then it's a crime, it's a problem. So that's why you see that Nyesom Wike has not only created problem for, in fact, he has created problem for his 3 sons. Let's be sincere with ourselves. He has created problem for those young boys, because now there's all eyes on them. And what created this problem? Lack of character. So that's why there's always lesson to learn from people. There's a lesson to learn from the Wike. Don't just look at him and be laughing. Oh, Wike. No, there are some lessons. If you look at him well, there are some lessons to learn from him, which is that when God lifts you up, when you get to the peak, have character. Because lack of character can cost you, can cost your family. To fall, it dey easy pass to climb. To climb na it dey difficult. But to fall, it dey very easy. Look at Afa Balogun, former Inspector General of Police. Do you know what it takes to become an IG? Look at when they go fall am. And there's one thing about Nigeria. Nigeria has a way of elevating you. The system has a way of promoting you. But if you, the day where you go fall like this, you will just fall like a pack of cards. You will just fall like a pack of cards, unfortunately. So for me, I feel that Nyesom Wike has created more problem, has caused more harm than good. If you are watching me and you are yet to subscribe, subscribe. Oh, there's a live debate tomorrow. There's a live debate. Oh, so subscribe. Come and watch the debate. Oh, and turn on your notification button so you don't miss it. Hopefully, by the grace of God, 9 p.m. Nigeria time. So anywhere you are watching from, calculate Nigeria time, 9 p.m. You know, I'll be live with my brother Aturu Chuku Unwodu, you know, for, you know, a debate of some sort. So he will come and tell us what has been left unsaid about this Wike issue. Then I have some questions for him. So it will be great for you to watch. So make sure you subscribe. So for me, Wike needs to check his character, because he has created problem for that woman. He has created problem for those children. In the effort of trying to give them a good life, in the effort of trying to make your children comfortable, you now lose guard. The same effort that you've put in giving them a comfortable life, that's the effort that you've now used to put them in problem. Because the US government will call them, Jordan Wike, Jasmine, Joaquin Wike, come. How did you acquire this asset? The US government will ask them. And that is a problem. Another thing is that, is those houses in Florida, were they bought in cash or mortgage? Were they bought in cash or mortgage? When they were bought, have they been bought in 1983 when Wike's father was still a young boy, and when Suzette Eberechi's mother, my Lord Justice, was still a young girl, and she was working and making money, so she bought those houses? When the property start becoming start bearing the name of anything Wike, the Florida government have all the records. They will trace it. Were those properties bought in cash or mortgage? Who paid for the mortgage? 3 luxury homes. 3 luxury homes. So for me, and do you know where the problem is? Do you know where the problem is? One of the problem is that you get where people power reach. You get where people power you reach. If Wike runs into problem with the government of United States, I swear to Almighty God, Bola Tinubu cannot save him. Do you know why? Tinubu saved the hustle to save himself. The man, you know that everybody has his quiet time. Everybody, if you are a billionaire, you have your quiet time. In Bola Tinubu's quiet time, he will be telling God that, is a Muslim, like he will be saying, Allah, you have brought me this far by hook or crook. Please don't fall me. Even if anything will happen, let me enjoy my time till 2031. Don't let me die. Don't let me fall sick now. Don't fall me. That will be his quiet time with God. And in the race not to fall, Bola Tinubu is also running his own race within the US system. So person will be say himself, he still dey struggle, say don't release my document. No, I will release your document. No, don't release my document. No, I must release your document. Oh, you carry drug. No, I don't carry drug. Oh, you graduate. I don't graduate. Is it that person that we have time to save you? What's Bola Tinubu's business with you? Are you sure? So if you eventually run into problem, Tinubu cannot save you. He cannot. Because power pass power. Tinubu himself is still trying to sell himself to the US. That please, not tackle me for 2027. No. I will do whatever you want. We can strike a deal. We can strike a bargain. Don't release my document. Don't even try to release it. He's still fighting for himself. It's not easy to be a president in Nigeria, whether by hook or crook. The man is the president, rightly or wrongly, and currently he's even fighting for. So is this person where they fight for himself? Now he won't save you, Wike. He will sacrifice you. The system that jailed James Ibori, the UK system, despite the fact that he was a strong member of PDP, the PDP system could not save him. Let me give you another instance. Ikwe Ekweremadu, when his case was on, that's why I said it earlier, Nigeria no get level. Obasanjo, former president, he signed his letter, he wrote to the British authorities, signed by him, trying to appease them for leniency for Ekweremadu and all that story. It did not amount to anything. The letter was not even what the paper it was written on. It didn't have any effect. Because why? Obasanjo is not Vladimir Putin. Obasanjo is not Emmanuel Macron. Obasanjo is not Ken Starmer of the UK. These are people that are in the same level that Alpha Trump. I get one issue for your side. Ken Starmer, UK, wait till you get. You get one of my guy, How will it resolve? No worry, I'll see what you do, remember the case where me to get for your side. How you go help me now? I know worry, Trump. You know my guy now. We did. Everywhere clear for you. Those are the people that are the same power. Those are the countries that are respected. But Nigeria, no, if you like, write a letter. Let Obasanjo sign. Let Goodluck Jonathan sign. Let Atiku Abubakar sign. Let Bola Tinubu as the president sign. Let them intercede on your behalf. The letter no get level. The US will hold you. Will press your neck. And do you know what US is doing now? Do you know what they are doing? The US now, if they want you, they will put pressure on your home country that your country should release you for them. Since Trump became president of the United States, the FBI and CIA, they have come to pick people from Nigeria. It go past 10 times. Once they detect a fraud, and the origin of the fraudster is Nigeria, before you know it, they are on their way. So let's imagine today that the Trump government now insists that this weekend, $6 million, no, he's guilty. Apparently, provide him. Can Bola Tinubu say, no, Trump, I won't provide him? No. He will provide, he will release you without thinking twice. Say, Makobami. You know what they call Makobami? Don't use your own, affect me. Oh yeah, go. Go answer your case. Go answer your case. They will just push him. Because Bola Tinubu will think that, well, for every weekend there is an Akpabio. For every weekend there is a Fubara. Fubara, I don't catch Fubara already. Fubara now my boy. Akwa Ibom State, the Oyinbo governor, now my boy, is now in my party. Ifeanyi Okowa of Delta, these are the oil-rich state. Ifeanyi Okowa, the Delta State guy, and the governor, Sheriff Oberewori, is my boy now. Wike, no worry. Go chop your beans. Tinubu cannot save you. So you can see what lack of character. And I'm sure that my Lord Justice Suzetebe Wike go fit don dey talk to Wike that, my love, please, this thing they take us, he will just shut her down. You know those kind of men, shut up, what do you know about politics? Now you don't cast. They have sent the petition by electronic and written. And who are those behind this thing? The people that Nyesom Wike has downgraded, that he has fought. Look at the Jade Yonju. When Nyesom Wike was speaking about it, he rubbished that guy like there's no tomorrow. That one now, he has took it as a personal battle upon him, said that Wike must fall. He's just hiding under Sowore. It's a personal battle for him. So you know that you are operating in a system that cannot save you. You go to offend. Now, the problem is that because the house is in the United States and it is allegedly a proceed of crime, that means that that particular house is now what? Is now under the jurisdiction of the United States. So the US have clear jurisdiction over this matter. If you carry Nigerian money, if you carry it to US, the US can prosecute you for money laundering. So US have jurisdiction over the matter. So the big question is, who will save you? So I just hope that at the end of the day, maybe Wike can maneuver his way, but what way will he maneuver other than to get a good lawyer in the US that can argue his case, that can speak in court in his defense and put forward some very strong logical argument and all that for him? That's the only thing I think can work for him. Because the US system will definitely investigate. And if there's a problem, they will definitely prosecute. The reason why they will not be desperate to come for Nyesom Wike, but they can put an international arrest warrant, let me give you the analysis, is because Nyesom Wike took from Nigeria to US allegedly. In that instance, they will not use their money to come and drag you to prosecute you. I'm dwelling on international relations now. Don't take my word for it. Just look. US usually come to spend their money to grip you if you have duped them, if you have taken from their system. Let's imagine that Nyesom Wike is a Yahoo guy. He has, allegedly defrauded so many American people up to the tune of $6 million US. You can be rest assured that the US will come and arrest him by themselves. They will come, they will look for him, and they will repatriate him. But because Nyesom Wike took from his own system in Nigeria, allegedly to the United States, despite the fact that what he did is against the law of the United States can institute a case against him or his children or his wife. They can say that, okay, this thing that you have done, come and account for it. They can place international arrest warrant, and if they place that international arrest warrant, Wike cannot fly out of Nigeria. If he fly out of Nigeria, that country that he's going to, immediately he wants to enter that country, they will see it in their record. They will pick him up. So that means Wike will be confined to Nigeria for the rest of his life. That is what is happening to Allen Onyema, the CEO of Airpeace. He has an issue with US and all that. So far as he's in Nigeria, that's why you never see Allen Onyema, to say he wants to go to some countries, except those countries are friendly nations. There's something we call friendly nations. For instance, if the US government put an international arrest warrant, if President Bola Tinubu wants to go to Brazil, and Brazil is a friend of Nigeria, if he reach that Brazil, they go see him. But because he's with the president, he's traveling with the president, you are the one that invited him, and he's in talk with the president of that country, it will be difficult to say, oh, there's an international arrest warrant on this one, oh yeah, arrest him. It will be difficult. But if you are traveling alone, my brother, they will pick you straight up. Straight up. So what they can do is declare international arrest warrant. But the US will not come and pick Wike. Because why? He did not take from the US system. He added to the US system in an unjust manner. The US usually spend their money to go for people that took away from their system. For instance, Hush Puppy. Hush Puppy was scamming Americans. He was taken away from the system. He was taken away from the system. He has accumulated a lot of wealth, duped a lot of Americans. The US sent their intel to Dubai, United Arab Emirates. They laid their hostage, aligned with the Dubai authorities, bust his home. The US have one of the best intelligence in Nigeria. I've told you about the CIA before. I've given you some clue about the CIA. Some of you, somebody like Abosede Ojo, will remember the day I was analyzing the CIA, one of the most dangerous organizations in the world in terms of intelligence. The CIA, oh my God. They will find you, except if they don't want to find you. Wherever you are, they will find you. They will get you. So they went all out, deployed their resources against the against Hush Puppy, because he was taken from the United States. He was taken from the United States. But if you bring into the United States, they will tactically be waiting for you. They will tactically be looking at the software where they can apprehend you. But they won't say they want to deploy FBI, CIA to come and arrest Wike. No. Why? He took from Nigeria allegedly to the US, not that he extracts from the US through fraud. He defrauded Nigerians. He took the money to the United States. It's allowed, although it's against the law. But they won't come out for you. The way they will come out for you, if Nyesom Wike had defrauded US citizen of $6 million US. But because now Wike they carry allegedly go US, there are different approaches to this thing. So that is where Nyesom Wike can have a bit of soft landing. If they don't declare international arrest warrant against him, he can travel. Just that he must not near the United States, whether by stopover or by anything. And he will have to avoid US usually call them allies. The countries that US are allies to, UK, France, Canada, Germany, some of these countries, Australia, that are US allies that they share data with. Some of you don't know that if you apply for visa in US embassy, if they deny you that visa, UK already have that record. Let me just give you that free knowledge now. Some of you don't know. If you go to UK embassy and they deny you visa, you now go to US embassy. When they are reviewing your record, they have already seen it there that UK have denied you visa. If they arrest you for a crime in UK, maybe all this rape, child molestation, you won't know that the US already have that record. Canada already have that your record. You won't know. Some people are so naive, they don't seek knowledge, they don't follow knowledge, they will use all their life to watch movie. Season 1, season 2, part 1, part 2, part. They know all the movie in the world. Bring them to knowledge. They don't know anything. They don't know anything. What does movie add to your life? Now, I just give you one free information. So if you have applied to US before and they deny you, if you go to UK visa, if you want to apply UK visa, they say, have they denied you visa before? Say yes. Who denied you? United States, because they have that record. But if you say no, they will see that you are not trustworthy because they can see it on their system that US deny you now. Why? They share intelligence. US, UK, Canada, Australia, these countries, they share intelligence. My sister Rosemary Edobo, what did I say that is not correct? I'm looking forward to your comment. You said not correct. Which of the things did I say that is not correct? Is it as regards sharing intelligence? If it as regards sharing intelligence, don't take my word for it. Find a friend that is a diplomat. Find somebody that is a diplomat. Or any day you go to US or UK embassy, if you enter their embassy, or this Germany, if you enter their embassy, just if you are able to see any of their diplomats, not the administrative staff, the real diplomat, just call the person and say, excuse me, please, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question, please? And they say, yes. Is it true that US, they share data and information with UK, Canada? Just ask. Just ask, Rosemary Adobo, you say UK and US visa. I've given you the answer. Try and ask. say, oh, somebody lied to you. They share intelligence with each other. If US deny you, see, why is it that, US, they are good at monopolizing information. They want to get every and any information. Why? There was a time the US suspected that to get Nigerian passport was becoming very easy. The Nigerian passport do not have integrity. Somebody can just come from Mali and decide to maneuver his way and get Nigerian passport. That person will use Nigerian passport to interact and travel to the United States. The United States will look at that person and say, this one is not a threat, it's not from Mali. But that person is originally from Mali. That was why the government of Donald Trump at some point placed a traveling ban on Nigeria. I studied my MA in international relations at the University of Nottingham, UK. So I speak with authority. I know what I'm saying. I'm not just saying it because I just want to say it. In fact, some of these things are too sensitive for me to be saying, sir. But I just thought that it would benefit, some people. The US decide to say travel ban on Nigeria. Why? They don't trust the integrity of Nigerian passport anymore. And they said, no, your passport, people carrying your passport are security risk to the national security of the United States. Travel ban, bam. The US would rather sacrifice you, no matter who you are, than to sacrifice their national security. 9/11 has taught them a bitter lesson. Till now, the scar of 9/11 is still in the mind of the United States people. The scar of 9/11. It happened all of a sudden. They never expected it. People woke up, went to work. All of a sudden, they hijacked plane. They ram it into the building, and it was live. The United States, the world power was. In fact, that incident alone is enough to take world power away from the US. If Russia, a state like Russia, was red alert then, if they are foreseen it, they can use that incident to add more fire to it, cause more destabilization, take world power away from the United States. And world power will return back to the Soviet Union. You don't know. But the US was able to maneuver because it had built relationship with allies. That's why US don't joke with their allies. The UK, the Germany, the France, the Canada, they don't really joke with. It's just Trump that is a bit crazy. But somebody like Joe Biden doesn't joke with the US allies. They are an ally for a reason. So if you go to Canada embassy and they deny you visa, and you now stroll to US embassy, you can't work. Have you ever been denied visa? He said no. How about the United States? Have you tried to? No. They are seeing it there. That is a lie. They've denied you. This thing that I just tell you, this thing, if you are watching me, this thing, if you hold $1,000, you cannot buy this information. This thing that I just told you free now, who told me? Diplomats. Diplomats that, they no be here. This information that I just told you, this information, if you hold $1,000, you know if you buy it, you go still lose guard. You go to say they no see. That's why I usually tell people, if you are in a country, don't misbehave. The world is advanced. If you are in a country, don't misbehave. If you misbehave, definitely, if that country send you away, you may not be able to enter any other reasonable country. If you misbehave in the US and the US deports you, to enter a country like Canada, UK, it will be very difficult. You will need the glory of God. You will need the intervention of God to be able to enter UK or Canada. This thing that I just gave you, this information, try and do your research, Biola Abiodun, you say you are challenging me to a debate too. I can't collect debate from every Tom, Dick, and Harry. What's your qualification? What's your expertise? Is it because I collect, I collect the challenge of, what's this, my brother, Achuru Chukwumodu? Wait tomorrow and see what will happen. God spare our life. But don't waste my time if you are not an expert. If you are an expert, send me your CV. Let me see what you've done. Let me see your expertise, Let me assess yourself first, CV to CV. then I'll know when maybe you are qualified for a debate with me. You know, why did I say so? I'm speaking about international relations and diplomacy, which I'm an expert in. When Nwodu came forward with his challenge, it was about Wike. So I thought maybe he would have some information that I don't have, or maybe it's a family of Wike or something. So I like to be fair because I was speaking about a particular person. And somebody said, no, you are not correct. You are biased. Okay, come forward. Come and defend this person. That is why I accepted the challenge. But ordinarily, I'm not a small boy in this game. You won't see a PhD political science. The only way you can watch me for free is this platform. If you want to sit down in my class, you must have passed some courses. You must have some degrees, and you will pay dollar or pounds. That's where you can see me to watch and listen to me if you don't listen to me on YouTube. So I know my set, I know my mate. So if you want to have a debate with me on international relations, diplomacy, send your CV first. Bola Abiodun, send your CV. What did you study? Where did you study it? I studied my BSc in Nigeria, my MA in the UK, international relations, my PhD in political science in Asia. That's 3 degrees from 3 continents. Do you have that qualification? What are the scholarly pieces that you've written? What class have you sat in? What conferences have you attended? I must see your CV first because I won't waste my precious time, You that maybe you can't pass for 301. You say you want to come for a debate. You think we are just speaking here for Apple, yeah? I usually tell people, if you are an engineer, if you take me to engineering, I will fail. I will fail because I don't know it. I usually tell my friend, they will laugh. I say it's true. You don't have to claim what you don't know. If you take me to tailoring and you say, oh, Deji, oh yeah, come and cut this cloth. I will waste that cloth because I don't know it. If you compare me to Idabasi and you say, Idabasi, oh yeah, come, Deji, challenge Idabasi. No, Idabasi. I raise my hand, I try you, I dare not to. If you say, Deji, you get body where you are tall, you are huge, oh yeah, come and fight Anthony Joshua. I will say, no, I'm not good at boxing. But when you are talking about political science, politics and governance, public administration, when you are talking about international relations and diplomacy, I'm not your mate. I am Dr. Moshola Deji. I know my word. I know the research that I've shared it with some of you before. If you know some of the research that I've done